hear me.
Yes.
All right.
I can hear Calvin.
Hi, welcome to the Mike Calta Show. For some reason, we cannot hear Mike right now, though. Check your connection on your mic cord. Make sure that's plugged in properly. No. Hi, Carmen. How are you?
Hi, Calvin. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
At the normal time in that song, Mike goes, "It's what? Hello?" And nothing works. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with Mike's microphone.
Yeah, I could see it happening on Bone TV, and the butterflies instantly came. And I was like, all right, I got this. I can intro the show for like 2 seconds. He'll, restart whatever and figure it out.
Yeah, that one works. Give that one to Mike then.
And then I heard your beautiful voice, Calvin.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was
saving the day.
Yeah, it went
saving
away.
the day. Or you could always plug into his microphone. Let's see if that works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, a lot of technical difficulties going on here,
Okay.
people. But I think we're getting this fixed. Does that even work on that one?
Hello?
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
Microphone?
I guess.
What?
Yeah, it could be the cord, could be the mic.
There's an
No,
on-off button
it's
on
Can't
this.
be the
Huh?
mic.
There's an on-off button on this mic.
No, your mic though.
No, I'm saying this is the one I just switched out with.
Right.
So maybe it was off.
No.
No,
That
it's the
one
cord.
worked. Yours doesn't work.
And now that you put the cord in,
That
it
one
works.
worked. With the on-off worked.
Oh.
And then yours worked.
Sorry, I'm done.
Yeah. You're a little
I'm
confused.
very confusing morning.
Yeah. So, I would imagine it's either your cord
Uh-huh.
or
The power did go out over the weekend.
It's your cord or something in your pot of your mic line.
I didn't spill anything, Dylan,
You know what I mean?
if you're listening.
No, there might be something engaged, something in.
What happens here on the weekends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody was even here on the weekend. This
I
whole
don't
weekend,
know.
nobody was home.
Something's going on.
Oh, boy.
It's
Well, we
always
have a party. We move all the equipment around. And then,
Yeah.
But not this weekend. We weren't home.
And you have people come in and tap dance on.
Yeah. Joe's board, my board, yeah. Anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome
Hi.
to the program. How's everybody doing?
Good.
This is a pain in the ass. I mean, it's not a big deal now, but I have to figure it out
Stressful way to start your morning.
for you.
I guarantee
Everybody.
you FaceTime Dylan and he goes, "Yeah, press the AB button there."
Carmen, it's
he
stress.
pretends like he has to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, this is take up my whole day.
yeah.
I have to unscrew all these things.
Make sure you get your little pliers out of your bag that you
Yep.
tried to take on the plane.
I did take them on the plane. Thank you. Stressful, Carmen, because for 2 seconds I was like, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is over.
It's a quick show today.
That's easy. Yeah.
No, it's Monday and we got so much going on today. The Bone
What?
Bonus is back today.
Yes.
We're giving away $1,000 5 times a day, starting at 8 o'clock this morning.
Right.
8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, noon, 2 and 5, $1,000 each time.
If you don't have the 1025 The Bone free app, make sure you get it now because you're going to get a keyword and you're going to put it in the app, and that's how you could get your chance
And this
to
is
win.
not one of those contests where you're like, I never win. People win all the time.
All
We
the
meet
time.
people all the time. They're like, I want $1,000. I want $1,000. Nobody ever buys us a pizza. That's all we ask for is a pizza. Nobody ever gets it for us.
Be
But
nice.
it's cool. It's not a requirement.
Be nice.
What else? There's so many other things to talk about. Steve Sharippa from The Sopranos is going to join us on the show today in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll talk to him about his new book and his tiny little dog that he has. Have you ever seen his dog?
Little Dotson.
Little Dachshund,
Oh.
big guy, little dog.
Yeah, I like it.
It's adorable. He loves that dog. He loves his dog. I
Good
pet my
dog
dog.
owner.
I pet my dog yesterday for 3 strokes, and I went, all right, hit the road.
Oh,
Get
my
out of
God.
here.
Jeez.
Well, because you guys don't understand. My dog is a constant nag for attention. Like
By the way, my dog did not leave my side. My dog doesn't leave my side. I'm surprised
Yeah.
my dog's not here right now.
right, leaving my side is one thing, but does your dog constantly have to touch you
Yes.
with their paw?
Yes.
Yes.
My dog is
And if I
constantly
don't-
putting her paw on
Yep.
me.
If it-
Constantly putting her paw
If
on
it
me.
was any other way, I'd be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's what dog is. That's what a dog is.
By
Yeah,
the
but-
way, I'm going to show you. I'm going to send it to the group. This is what my dog does when I try and watch TV.
Huh.
Look at that picture.
Hold on.
If my dog wasn't by me, I'd immediately think something was wrong.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Look at that. Right in front of my
Yeah.
face. Just what's
That's
going
a better
on?
that's a better show.
Yeah, that's great. What's going on? What are we doing? Are you
Yeah.
you're just gonna sit there and stare at that? I mean, I'm right here.
My dog will do that, and then if I ignore him, he throws down his pouch and he's like,
Yep.
"That's it." You know?
Well, anyway.
I don't think you know what having a dog means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's every once in a while. It's like my wife, I have a wife too, but she doesn't sit on my lap all day.
Plus, he doesn't really have time for a dog. He's working on boards.
Yeah,
and,
I got
fixing microphones.
Unplugging
And,
plugs.
yeah, and not taking his trash out.
Today is trash day, Michael.
I know, Joe. I know.
Looking forward to it.
Better, he knows that you know.
Okay.
That's more
Joe,
important.
are you available on for Tuesdays and Fridays?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just leave me a key. I'll go in there. I'll swim in the pool. I'll throw your trash out and I'll go home.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Hey, I mean,
So
if you're,
Tired.
if you're out there, I'm Wednesday and Saturday.
Okay.
So I think it works out.
I'll put you on the route.
All right.
Branching
I
out.
like It. I like it.
What an opportunity,
Yeah,
Joe.
Oh, that makes. Jeez, good lord. By the way, that's not the bone bonus sounder.
No.
No.
You'll hear it at 8:00. You saying put me on the route just made me think of something. So I was driving home Friday night, and I guess there was some big EDM festival at the
Yes.
at Raymond James.
Yeah, Ray J.
And so I pull. It's just all these sluts and all kind of
Yeah.
slutty outfits.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, all right, what's
All
going
hopped
on?
up on
sluts?
drugs and
yeah,
stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Sweating too much and having to take clothes off.
Yeah.
But then I'm driving down Dale Mabry, and I see a car in front of me, and I go, is that back tire loose, or is that like an optical illusion, with the lights
Right.
and stuff?
Oh.
The smoke was no optical illusion. The back tire on this convertible BMW was literally like this.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was just wobbling like a washing machine.
Like, how do they not feel that?
How do they not feel that? Because they're probably on drugs.
Oh,
I pull
yeah.
up, it's like 7 sluts in a BMW, convertible BMW.
Hello, sluts.
Exactly. Now I'm old man that's trying to talk to them
Yeah.
while they're
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
So I roll my window
Excuse me,
down
sluts.
and I go like this. I wave to them and they, roll their eyes like,
Look at
"Oh,
this
we don't want
loser."
anything to do with you, old man. We're young and hot."
Beat it, creep.
And I go, "Your tire, it's done."
And
I
they
go,
heard you're a
"Yeah."
great.
And they go, "What?" And I go, "You're tired." And the speeds up and go, and I just went, "I'm getting out." 'Cause I was
Oh.
waiting
Get away.
I was waiting for it to just shoot off
Oh,
and
God.
Final Destination me.
Oh, I got to follow that car to see how it plays out.
Wait.
I was done. It was crazy though. Like, how do they not feel that?
No, well, because they're under
Yeah.
sluts on
I
drugs.
guess, yeah.
Sluts on drugs would be a great show.
They felt
Oh,
like that.
Sluts on Drugs,
Sluts
a
on drugs
great
would be- I'd
band.
watch. Oh yeah.
They felt like that bass was really thumping and
Probably.
kicking in.
Yeah.
That could be it too. Yeah. I mean, they might as well have been riding on a washing machine. It was crazy.
I went to Saigon Kick on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was good.
How was
really
Light
good.
Show?
The what?
The Light Show.
Medicine
Remember
Man said
Medicine
it-
Man said it was
Yeah.
subpar.
He said it was bland.
subpar. I did not appreciate
Oh,
the
really?
lights. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well.
Could have been better.
He was
Yeah.
right.
It was different. It was different to watch. It was great to see the Saigon Kick songs that I love from my youth perform live again, but it is not the same without Matt Kramer sing. Like, you can't have a song called "The Lizard" because he was the lizard, and have somebody else do it. Although Jeff Scott Soto is amazing, and they did sound great together, it was just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed seeing it, and they sounded great, the whole band. And Chris McClernand was there, the bass player, who was like really sick and didn't think he was going to play. And Phil was on drums, so it was great to see the band all there together. And Jason Bieler is just amazing.
He really is.
He sings great. I think it would have been fine if he just sang all the songs. You know?
Yeah, well, and we've seen him do that.
Yeah.
And he sounds great doing it.
I saw you and Pete up in the Abraham Lincoln Suite.
we were up there with Dr. D. We were all sitting up there, and it was great because Dr. D is so easy. I called him up and I was like, I have tickets to this concert, but they're not together. And he was like, I don't care. I'll make friends. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. But I would have been like, I'm not sitting with somebody else I don't know. I saw Moose there.
Of course.
Yep.
How is Moose looking these days?
Like a frazzled old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked fine. Who else? It was a lot of people I hadn't seen. I saw Todd T. Riley there. A lot of people.
Oh,
we worked
really?
with. Yeah, I
Todd
haven't
T.
seen in a long
Riley.
time. Yeah.
That's
Jeez.
great.
Yeah.
Trench coat?
No,
Oh.
surprise. Thin Todd T. Riley with
Oh.
short hair and
Short
no
hair?
trench coat. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good time. And you were across the street over at the Sound.
Seeing another band with a different singer.
Yeah. How did that go?
So, Night Ranger,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah.
Jack Blade's great. Brad Gillis looks exactly the same for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same, sounded great and everything. And then Foreigner came out, and this is Foreigner who used to be their guitar player is now singing and not playing guitar at all.
Weird.
Decent singer, just not a lead singer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And doesn't have it down yet. And you could see him looking at the monitor for some of the words and stuff. And, you know, it was just like, it didn't have the same energy.
Jeff Scott Soto is a professional lead singer.
Sure.
He looks great. He dances. You're like, I would want this guy in front of any band.
And he's always been a lead singer.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, this is.
And 60 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable how good a shape he is. I would have gave him 41.
Right. And then Lou Graham, original singer.
Now, I did see some video of Lou Graham banging a pot or something, whatever he was doing.
Cowbell.
Was it cowbell?
Yeah. Somebody needs to talk to Lou.
Let him know it's over. Yeah. Are they doing it just for the fans? Like, get a glimpse of Lou before
and Lou has a new album out of material that he wrote in the 70s and 80s and then recorded and stuff. And I love Lou Graham. He's one of my favorite voices. I love Foreigner and stuff. He's too old. And, you know, he had surgeries and stuff. He had some health problems and everything. Yeah, he shouldn't be doing it. He's really just kind of ruining Foreigner songs.
Wow. What did he sing? Which ones did he sing? Do you remember?
I think he came out and did Hot Blooded. Urgent, I think, was the first one he did, whatever. But it was like the hits. And it was weird because they're celebrating Foreigner 4.
Right.
But they're playing a lot of like
Foreigner stuff.
Yeah, but they have so many hits that you don't want to hear a song that is like middle of the road song. And they left a lot on the table. Like they didn't play all of their hits. And they have so many hits. And I was just like,
Now, who did you go with?
Me and Jenny.
And now, is she miserable during this thing? Or is she
No.
This blows my mind.
Oh, she loves Foreigner.
If I would have brought my wife to Saigon Cake, she would have been like, "Is this over? Please, can we leave?"
Coco was also there.
Whoa!
Yeah. By the way, Coco.
The mystery of Coco.
Coco looks so famous. It's ridiculous. She really does. Coco is my wife's friend who does not identify as being Asian. She is Vietnamese. If you like checked her 23andMe, but like big hat, sunglasses, tank top, no bra, boots, Coco. Like whole thing, and you're like. If you say, "Oh yeah, she's the like stylist for whoever," you'd be like, "Yeah, clearly." You know what I mean? She just looks like she's somebody famous.
Yeah. I'm surprised she'd hang out with you. Black shirt, band shirt.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What shirt do you wear to the show?
I wore
Blue Oyster Cult.
No, what did I wear? I actually wore Rival Sons.
Oh, all right.
So rock, but newer rock.
Yeah.
But 70s sound. You know,
a shirt that would be.
You put a lot of thought into that.
I do.
That shirt's appreciated in the crowd, I think.
Yeah.
I put a lot of thought into my shirt too. Black shade of night or black shade of mid-afternoon.
Sleeves or no sleeves.
Sleeves or no sleeves, yeah.
I did see a guy with a Black Label Society leather vest, and I went, "Oh, all right, going heavy on it."
I was in the balcony, and a guy came walking into my Calta show shirt, and I started yelling, "Nice shirt, sir! Nice shirt!" I was
like it.
Very proud of that. All right, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you'd like to reach us. Guess where I ended up on Saturday after Saigon Kick?
Red Room.
Ooh, no, that would have been nice.
Strip club.
No strip club, Joe. I wanted to. I thought about it. But no.
Waffle House.
No. This guy's still on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you went to the gym after the show.
No. I did go yesterday on Sunday.
Went to the sauna for his nice steam with the boys.
No. I went to Whiskey Willie's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my spot now.
That's always a good spot.
Yeah. There was a girl at Whiskey Willie's who was a 13 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Really? Did she know it?
No.
That's always the good ones.
And I wanted to walk up to her boyfriend and go, "Here's $2,000. Give her everything she needs. Take her shopping." Like she's a 13, but is dressed for Whiskey Willie's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I want to be like, go get her some good makeup and some nice clothes. She's perfect the way she is.
The best is they stopped smoking in there. The first time I went to Whiskey Willie's,
It was unbearable.
you couldn't even see across the room. The
Right.
smoke was so thick.
This was a nice Saturday night. There was a band playing. I would give them a plug. I want to say it was called Jaded, but I'm not 100% sure. Good band. It was played some good music. Had a good time. It was just nice little neighborhood hangout for a little while.
Did Pete go with you?
Yeah.
Did he talk to the guitar player and ask him about
He
his
did
gear?
not.
I'm
He did
surprised. I actually almost sent you a video of Brad Gillis playing because he's so good, and I was like, "Show this to Pete."
Yeah. No, they had a bass player who had lights on his bass, and I was like, I need lights on my bass.
Yeah.
So it was a little of that. We hung out there at Whiskey Willie's and then just called it a night. But earlier in the day, we had the Mike Allstott golf tournament, which I went to.
Yeah.
Like I had promised I would, and I was very proud of myself that I followed through on that promise.
You play it all or no?
Did not even touch a stick. Drove the golf cart the whole day.
All right.
There is a company.
The fact that you call it a stick makes
Yeah.
me know that's
Probably good.
Yeah, well, they call them stakes.
Mm.
Went out there with the guys from the Fusion sunglasses. They make lenses for sunglasses. They make sunglasses, but they also specialize in making lenses. So if you have like an old frame, Carmen, that you liked, but the lenses stink, or you want to put sunglass lenses in, or you want to pop them out, whatever, they do all that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were a great group of guys who did not care if we golfed or not, and we hung out with them for a while. And I saw Fran Hosh and all her hot girls that were out there with her, and I was maybe very jealous. I want to call Dom and go, Dom, you need girls too.
Yeah.
It would be so much nice if you
You
had a
need
slew of
girls.
girls.
You need
Yeah.
a plane. You need some sweets.
I mean, and she's the nicest lady in the world. So yeah, a lot of good people. I saw some great old Buccaneers. Joe Jaravicious was there.
Oh.
Jason Manecki was there. I don't understand what Allstott's doing. How he is still in such perfect shape.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, he might look better now than he did before.
Is Manecki still just a giant and shake your hand and
Just
it
a
shakes up to
giant.
your elbow?
He is massive. Yeah, it was a lot of, and then Wells was there, so I got to hang out with him the whole time, and it was great. It was a really fun time. I will tell you this: I don't understand, Galvin. You as a bartender may be able to explain this to me, but Tito's has a machine there,
Okay.
and they had these small glasses, probably about this big, and inside the glasses they made espresso martinis. And then when you go get one, they take it and they put it on this machine, and a lid press comes down and presses a lid on that you then have to open like a beer can. You know what I mean? I don't know what that does, if it just gives it a lid or if that's doing something so you could shake it up or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I wonder because like in some of the things they have, you know how like Guinness will have that thing in there, the nitro
Yeah,
thing, whatever. Yeah,
that's because of the foam. That'll
yeah.
give it the
I
foam.
wonder if they're doing anything like that, whatever. I mean, this is all new technology. I've been out of the game for quite some time.
I had 7 of them, and each one I couldn't figure out what the next one what was happening, but it was working out perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was surprised whenever you said Wells was in town. I figured I'd see him at Foreigner.
Yes, I think maybe because they had the All-Star thing that night that did not. Because
that night.
That's
yeah,
a whole.
Because I thought
Friday-
maybe day they were doing it, and then cruise over there at
Saturday
night.
they have golf in the day, and then they have what is the beanbag game there, whatever. Cornhole tournament at night. I had to bail out of there because Juliana had volleyball this weekend too. Boy, what a dump that is, man.
The volleyball?
Volleyball. It
The
was,
place or just the whole experience?
Yeah. It's just.
Oh my god.
I actually I sat and talked to the other fathers. They were very nice, and I'm not there for a lot of them because I'm usually working. But I got to meet some of the other people. There was nothing like I enjoyed. I brought my own chair from the woods. One of my like the chair that you bring like to a chair you bring to like a kid's softball game or something like that.
Usually work a lot of games at 6 to 10. What do you mean usually working?
No, like
Got to work the next day.
on Saturday.
A lot of 5 a.m. games.
We're out at Pimple Toddler or something. I'm in
Right.
Sarasota.
Oh,
I don't.
okay,
You know what I mean?
gotcha.
A lot of times the games have been lining up with Pimple Toddler gigs and
Right.
things like that.
Okay.
Shut up, Gio.
Are they playing now?
We're 4 hours a day. I'm working a lot.
Hey, real quick though, you know what time we had to get up for the game?
What
I had to
time?
wake up at 4:45
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
4:45. I was out at Whiskey Willie's the night before.
Yeah.
We had to be there at 7:00.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane, and I had 4 girls here at this house.
Listen, man, I've been doing soccer dad life for a decade. I know what's up.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like
a
it at
lot.
all. I brought my own chair because I broke a chair last time. I'm like, they're not getting me again. And
then when you got there, the experience was miserable.
no, it's just like they lost, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
coach stinks, and I don't know. I feel bad for the kids, and it's just not a good experience. You know what I mean?
That sucks.
It did, and then my wife bailed me out halfway through it because she had to stay. She had to stay to drive another girl home, and that girl had 2 more games left. And my wife goes, "Just take me home real quick, and I'll get my car." And I went, "No, I won't. I'll wait with you." And she goes, "No, just ask it." Okay. I'm not gonna take it again.
Did your daughter enjoy it at all?
I think so, and
Yeah.
I think she likes more the camaraderie than the playing of the volleyball, because those girls are always at my house, or she's always at their house. And,
Right.
She's got a good group of friends. Lithgow not part of that group.
Oh, that's too bad. I walked into one of those volleyball tournaments one time, and it's I can see how it's tough to handle because you had like 50 games at once,
All
and just
happening at the same time.
all million people everywhere screaming,
Right.
yelling. It was chaos, and I just went in there just to use the bathroom in the
Right.
gymnasium, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So just not my speed. She starts flag football Friday.
Oh,
yeah?
nice.
Yeah, so
that's
that's a little
fun.
That's a
All
little
right.
more fun. Not like sitting outside in the hot sun.
Right,
Summer.
right when it's cool, crisp 98 degrees.
Yeah. Although I went out this morning, it was Frask out this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
A
bit.
little windy and a little cold.
They said
Yeah.
there's a little cold front this week.
I like it. I'll take it.
By cold front's like 80 instead of 90.
Yeah. I don't know, Carmen. How's the house going?
It's good. This weekend I spent like 5 hours because we're getting new appliances because all the appliances are really old.
Right.
So we had to like measure and find the best deals and this and that.
Are you familiar with a term called baker's pink?
No.
Baker's pink was a color that they used to paint inside asylums.
Okay.
And they felt it had a cooling, soothing sensation on the people that were inside the asylums.
Okay.
And they turned out it was having the opposite effect. It was more turning them insane.
Making him crazy.
Yeah. Some guy pointed out that all the colors that you painted your house are painted from when they were painting things Baker's pink. They're all the same shades of color. You painted your house like an insane asylum.
But I didn't know.
Whimsical.
Yeah.
Whimsy.
Whimsical.
Yep.
Just wait till everything is in there.
When's our
It's-
housewarming party?
Once we get everything.
Are we wearing tracksuits again?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I think bathing suits, right?
Oh, all
For the
right.
pool.
Get in your pool.
You don't even get in your pool.
That's true.
But yeah, listen.
You want a bunch
Actually-
of guys with shirts on in your pool, Carmen?
Yeah.
No. I can tell you a show member has been to my house.
Ooh, let's guess.
Oh, come on.
Well, you know already?
Yeah.
You know, or are you going to guess?
No, I know.
Oh, I don't know.
It's easy.
This person's talked about it.
Oh, who?
Gio.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was thinking station member. Of
No.
I did see Carmen's pool over the weekend.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why did you go there? Just to visit?
No.
Peeking over the fence.
She borrow eggs and sugar from you?
They're
I caught
trying
him in
to.
the backyard.
Yeah, they're really trying to act like neighbors now. It's making me uncomfortable.
What were you doing over there? You just went to visit?
Well, no, my Carmen was going and Chad were going to Grad Bash. So they needed somebody to feed the dogs.
Oh.
So my daughter went over to feed the dogs,
Oh,
and I
and
went
you
over to
And
like
Gio is a good father.
get a lay of the land.
Yeah.
Make sure that
Check
everybody
things
was
out.
comfortable
And
and
the-
on the
and
up
the-
and up.
And the colors aren't that crazy in person.
I thought it was
Well-
very nice.
Listen, Gio's a dull human. So that much color I can see being too much for him.
It is definitely colorful.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the thing, Carmen. Everybody has their own own taste and stuff and everything. You paint your house if you want to paint
Yeah.
polka dots. Paint a polka dots.
Yeah.
For me, I think that would be way too much. That's
Yes.
a lot of color. You know what I mean?
And Chad and I love it.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go into, it makes me happy, and I'm excited to decorate each of them differently. And yeah,
It does have a Carmen vibe when you walk in.
Thank
and
you.
and the whole place is still pretty much empty.
Carmen,
Yes.
Is every day Easter there? Is my question.
it is gonna be nice, and you're gonna love it. And then 10 years, you're gonna look back on it and go, "Oh, remember when we painted? Like, remember when I lived in where I live in Wesley Chapel? We had a blue couch. I can't even imagine that. We had dark hardwood floors and a blue couch. Insane.
you could do that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, there'll be a time where you look back on it and go, "Ugh." what were
Well,
we
yeah, and again, there will be a time where we're like, when it's time to paint, we'll probably be like, okay, let's go beige or let's go white or whatever
Right.
the thing is at the
The
time.
hot thing, yeah.
Right, but for this, we were like, let's try something different, and
Have
right
some
now,
fun.
yeah, let's have some fun,
My
try
wife
something different, and we
redid
love
our-
it.
My wife redid our kitchen when we moved in here, and I was like, she is a genius. This is the most beautiful kitchen I've ever seen. And then now every kitchen I see is exactly the same. So basically, she just saw other people's kitchens.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what happens. Everyone just watches Instagram or does the designer
Right.
digest.
HGTV.
Yeah, and then everyone ends up with the same stuff, and that's what Chad and I were like, we are not doing that. And there is a term called millennial gray. 'Cause
Yeah.
every
I think
millennial,
we have all that.
yeah, everyone just paints or does everything with a gray monotone, and they're like, we'll use a pop of color with pillows and this and that. But then you stop doing that, and your house is just gray.
Yeah.
And we were like,
We're
that
in a
is
gray studio right now.
right. I was like, that's not what we want. So
I was fortunate enough to pick up something very cool over the weekend.
Oh,
I'm dying to tell you about.
excited.
I have upstairs in the theater room. I have a couple of movie posters that are signed. One of them is from Goodfellas. One of them is from Ocean's 11, and I've added something new to the collection this weekend.
Oh, Back to the Future.
No, almost cooler.
Cooler than that.
Tom Cruise autographed Mission Impossible poster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was very excited. And screw you to the guy who was trying to outbid me on that thing. Ended up getting up there.
Yeah. What's a Tom Cruise autograph running in these days?
I feel like I need to discuss that information. Just saying. Carmen paying a lot for her house right now. I don't really want to put that out there.
Yeah, I was at Carmen's. I saw the pool, everything, whole setup.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice. I was very jealous.
Gio bought us pool flowers, which was very nice.
Pool flowers.
Yes.
What are
because-
pool flowers?
Well, we have like the little hooks outside by the pool
I
for
got
plants.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sweet.
Gio. Yes, it was very nice.
I'm not buying you anything till you
They're
invite
very
us over.
pretty.
Yeah, but
That was Jamie's idea.
Yeah, 100%. Then Chad texts me, wants to borrow my lawnmower.
Oh, geez.
on
Here we go.
Sunday.
Here we go.
I was like, yeah, man, I guess if you can come over and get it. And then he broke the lawnmower.
No, he didn't. Actually,
Wow.
he did not. It was out of gas.
Oh.
So we filled it up for you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't gas it up for you too while you come
Yeah.
get it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know. Chad thought he broke it, and then he realized there just wasn't any gas in it.
Yeah.
He filled it up, and it took him like 10 minutes to mow the lawn.
Do you think
Chad-
Chad could come fix my microphone?
Chad and
Maybe.
Carmen text you, what are you doing Sunday afternoon? And you're like, oh, nothing, no plans. Why don't you come by and mow our lawn?
Yeah.
No.
That's what you said, Chad. I'll give you my lawnmower, but come by and do my lawn too. It's
Yeah.
even, Steven.
Yeah.
Should have.
Right?
Gio got skid for that.
Yeah, my daughter. mows the
Carmen,
lawn.
when you're ready to buy a lawnmower, I got one for you. Use twice.
Listen,
Electric.
Gio,
Has the batteries.
can I tell you the difference between you and I? What you just said. You just said your daughter mows your lawn.
Yeah.
Which you've said before and blows my mind. Okay. Saturday, my daughter had 4 girls sleep over the house, and they ordered pizza. And last night I went out to walk the dog at about 7:00, and I walk out there and I look over at the hot tub, and around the hot tub is the pizza box, a bunch of plates, and a bunch of water bottles. And I was furious, and I thought, should I just go over and get that? And then I go, I'm going to make her do it.
Yeah.
And then I text her and I go, come out here. And she comes out here and she goes, what's up? I go get all that stuff off of the thing. And she walked over there, picked it up, and threw it out. I felt terrible.
Why?
I don't know. I just felt terrible.
So weird.
I made her walk all the way over there and gather all that
walk
trash up.
all the way over
Oh,
there.
it was just,
Oh, come
she
on,
was in
man.
her room. God, she was probably doing homework, and I just disrupted her.
Really?
That's how I feel.
My kids, I don't even tell them. I just take a picture of it and send it to the group text. And it'd be a picture of the pizza boxes and all the stuff, and they would know. Just go clean
Get
it
to
up.
work.
Yeah.
Joey's got one duty that he does, and he's been pretty good about it. And if he doesn't, I just give him a little nudge. I go,
Yeah,
hey,
no.
buddy, just a little reminder: the garbage cans need to come in.
I would say, don't be a slob. Like,
Oh,
pick up
my
after
God.
yourself.
Yeah.
You got to teach them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I taught her, Gio.
That's good.
I put my foot down.
Did she
and I
throw a
said,
fit,
"Go
or did
get-"
she just went and picked up
just
after
went and picked
herself?
up- She just went
Yeah.
and picked them up.
The
threw them out.
age that they're at now, that's what you do. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah,
Don't be a slob.
Yeah. I even said thank you when
Yeah.
she was done.
When they're little, it's different, but they're old enough to pick up after
And
themselves.
then he gave her $1,000 in a new bike.
New golf cart.
I did feel guilty for the next half
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
Though.
I don't
Yeah.
even make my daughter mow the grass. She just does it.
I pulled in and saw the volleyball net was on the front lawn again, and I was
Yeah.
furious because I know I'm going to have to move it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says that she enjoys it. I'm like, all right.
I don't
Do you
know.
pay her to do it?
Yeah.
Is
Well-
that like an allowance type thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's got a job, so I don't even have to pay her anymore. She just does it.
Yeah, but now she doesn't need you anymore, and she's still doing it.
Still does it.
Yeah.
She puts her headphones on and she says it's a good workout.
She knows how to start it.
Yeah, of course. Them.
Yes. Kids, all people should be able, like, that's a life skill you should be able to have.
Carmen, I haven't mowed a lawn since 1977.
I mean, I'm not mowing the lawn. If they're not doing it, I'm getting a service.
Right.
But
Do they edge too?
yeah.
They edge too?
Yeah, she edges, she gets the blower and blows it off and does everything.
Wow.
We're not just gonna half-ass it. Come on. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
Is she available?
Yeah.
I'll hire her to do my lawn.
She always tells me it's a great workout.
Oh, I had the best gig in the world growing up. Like, we had riding lawnmower, and my dad would service it.
Oh,
and
that's fun.
Do the blades, and I'd just jump on with my Walkman and cut people's
Yeah.
yards, going in third gear as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Just whipping around.
Like when they leave, when they move out, or they weren't. I'm paying. I'm not going to cut grass.
Right.
I refuse to cut grass.
Right.
I did that when I was a kid. I'm like, no, it was miserable.
I don't know. I'm not.
So I'll just pay.
I it's not even like I had so many chores and was treated so badly as a child that I don't want to make my children do it. I just feel bad. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just a weird feeling.
Yeah. No, I don't feel bad. I mean, it's something as simple as cleaning up after yourself.
Well, no, that's different.
Yeah, that's
a different
different.
story. Yeah. Juliana has none of that. She knows. And I guarantee you, if you walked in every room in this house right now, there's a pair of her shoes somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I run into that too.
Yeah, every house, every room. I go, why? I don't even know what you're doing in this room, and why is there a pair of shoes here?
Oh,
But they should know how to do dishes.
Oh,
Yeah.
They should know how to do laundry.
Yeah,
They
they do. Joey does his own laundry.
Okay, Juliana.
No.
Well, but again,
She's the princess.
yeah. No,
But-
they do their own laundry.
Yeah.
Well,
those
they
are
just-
life skills everyone should know how to do before they even get close to graduating high school.
yeah.
Man, then I had a conversation last night about how difficult it is. Because I ran into Anthony Telford, who is a former Major League Baseball player, maybe one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Years and years ago, when I first golfed in the All-Star tournament, I golfed with Anthony, and I got to know him, and he had a daughter at the time, and I had just had Juliana. And I was like, yeah, mine's a baby, whatever. And he's like talking about, I go, I don't know if I'm looking forward to dating. That could be an issue. He goes, here's the worst part about dating. They finally date a guy that you like, and you're like, this is the guy, I like him, and he starts coming around, you get used to seeing him, and then they break up, and you have to break up with them too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, Joey and his girlfriend broke up, and that's how I feel about that situation.
Yeah.
Because I like that kid, and I want to like check on her and see how she's doing, and I think that would be ridiculous if I did that. So I can't do that. So I ran into him this weekend, and I told him about that. But last night, me and Amanda were discussing the situation, and she's like, that's why we can't get close to Cruz, Juliana's boyfriend. And I go, oh, no. That kid's marrying Juliana.
No.
You already,
What
you
is
already
that?
lost.
That kid, I have two things with that kid. That kid, I have one picture of him at my Ring doorbell standing at my front door on Valentine's Day with candy and flowers. And then when Juliana got sick, he made her a basket and came over here and brought her a basket. She's marrying that kid. Whether she
That's a
likes it or
keeper.
not, she's marrying
All
that
right.
kid. Yeah. All right, we got to take a break. Don't forget two things. When we come back, we got Sporkle. We're going to give some tickets away, and we got a whole new slew of things to give away to you folks. And then coming up at 8 o'clock is the first chance to win $1,000 with the Bone bonus. Like Galvin said, if you don't have the app, it takes 2 seconds to download it. And when you get it, you just put the keyword in that we give you, and you just sit there and wait for somebody to call you and tell you, boom, you won $1,000. We'll take a quick break. Sporkle is next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025. It's time for us to give some stuff away with a little Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pat is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what do we have to give away to the folks this morning?
Okay, today we have tickets for Weezer,
Mm-hmm.
Kid Cudi,
Okay.
Dave Matthews Band,
Oh.
Shinedown,
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Woo woo. What's wrong?
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I chugged a green juice
Ugh.
during,
Oh, you got green burps?
Monica, come cover.
during the break. Listen, I know I said I was, getting ready last week.
Oh,
I
off
was-
the rails?
Not off the rails. It's just hard because we're moving right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just, but I'm locked in.
Carmen, I'm locked in too,
Yeah.
but stupid Pete,
Yes.
the last place, if you said to me, what's the last place that serves good wings? I would say Whiskey Willie's. Not true. Whiskey Willie's made some great wings.
Oh, yeah?
All of a sudden, I'm like, well, we should probably get ready to get out of here. A guy comes over with a whole plate of wings. I went, oh, my God.
I mean,
Oh, my God.
were they breaded?
No.
Okay, so not
I
that
know,
bad.
I know, but it was
Yeah.
just, last thing you want to do is 1 o'clock in the morning, eat some wings before you go to bed. No, Carmen, I'm on track.
See, I bought an app to start tracking all my stuff,
Right.
especially food and things, only because. But I will tell you, the scale has went down this week,
Oh.
even though I wasn't really
Yeah,
watching.
yeah,
So
I got you.
I've been on just a straight Whataburger bender.
That
Gio
also
texted-
works.
Gio texted me burger porn this weekend as well.
Okay.
Once again.
That was a Whopper though.
Yeah, I know.
You had a Whataburger and a Whopper in the same weekend?
Baby.
I wouldn't
No.
be able to make a fist.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're doing that.
Yeah.
4 out
Oh,
of
my
5
God.
doctors recommend that.
I'm watching this Safe Light commercial. And I'm very jealous that those guys have a windshield on their car.
Oh, still not figured that out?
No, they had to order my windshield just waiting for it to come in.
Right.
So it takes 4 to 5 days. So it's nobody's fault. Just got to wait for the windshield to get here. What a pain in the ass this has been. Driving around the dirtiest car in all of Tampa because I can't run it through a car wash.
Oh, and you have a subscription.
And I have a subscription to the car wash. Crazy.
Is that what it's called? Subscription? What is it called?
I don't know.
Membership?
Member-
Membership.
Right.
Membership. Yeah, that's.
I almost said prescription. All right, Carmen, let's play a little Sporkle. Here we go.
All right, so today we're going to be playing Missing Word Hodgepodge. And you name the missing word in the following questions.
All right.
So it can be movies, songs, televisions, this and that.
Got it.
There's no theme, okay?
All right.
All right, so your first one. I'm kind of a deal. Mike. 7 for 7 brothers.
Right.
Right.
Mike. Beef heart.
Captain.
Mike. I'm of a white Christmas.
Dreaming.
Geo. Betty Davis.
Eyes.
Galvin. Tears for
Fears.
4. Oh, damn it.
Tears. Mike. Infield rule.
Fly.
Galvin. The Hunger
Games.
Galvin. And the Blowfish.
Hootie.
Mike. In the mood for
Love.
Mike. Press your
Luck.
Galvin. And Pap Pap.
Oh.
We're halfway there.
Who sang I'm in the mood for love?
I'm in the
mood for love.
Alfalfa.
Simply because you hear me. It was alfalfa. You're right.
Yeah.
Gio has a single point on the board. Galvin has 4, and Michael is your leader by 2. He's winning with 6.
That's it?
Ah.
I thought you were going to be like, Michael has 14.
Oh.
You're going for 3 in a row today.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I know.
I didn't know.
Oh, now we know.
Who has the rule?
Turning it up.
No
Nobody
rule.
has a rule.
No rule. Okay.
No rule.
All right. Missing word hodgepodge. Here we go. Super world.
Mario.
Geo. Little big world.
People.
Galvin. I see a door and I want
Red.
it. Mike. Riders
Storm.
in the
Oh.
Sky.
Galvin. It's always in
Sunny.
Philadelphia. Mike. Dome scandal.
Bio.
Historical event. Blank dome scandal.
I don't know.
Teapot dome
I'm
scandal.
going to have to look that up. I'm going to have to look that up. I've never heard of that in my life.
Okay. Joe versus
Volcano.
the Geo. The Merry Wives of Literature.
The Merry Wives of
London.
Helsinki.
New York.
Windsor.
Books are
And-
stupid.
And Pap Pap.
Oh, no.
We're on the last 3.
Gio has 3 points on the board. Galvin has 6, and Michael is your leader. He's winning by 2 with 8.
Cool.
Oh, all right. Come on.
All right, missing word hodgepodge. Last 3. Here we go. Flight of the
Concords.
Mike.
Ooh, Judge.
That was Mike.
Yeah, of course it was.
Of course.
Yeah, wasn't even listening.
No, has no idea.
Looking off in
I
the
think
sky.
you did a great job, Joe.
No, it was definitely Galvin.
Yeah.
Was it Galvin?
Yeah.
If it was Galvin, give me the Galvin. I have integrity. I was
think it
too
was
busy
me.
yelling, so I couldn't tell. I
That's
thought it
not
was
what I
me.
heard.
All right.
All right, then that's a judge.
Trash day.
Your next one. Don't tell mom
Dad.
Babysitter.
Babysitter.
excuse me, babysitter is what I was looking for. Geo.
Oh, no.
What happened?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
He
okay.
screwed me already.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
And your last one. A hard day.
Night.
Night.
Galvin.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Your final score, Gio with 4 points on the board, Galvin with 7, and Michael is your
Don't
triumphant
laugh.
champion
Don't laugh when you
today.
say it.
He won with 9.
I don't like it. It takes away from my victory. It makes me feel cheap.
Yeah,
Cheapen.
well, get a better judge.
It should.
I didn't hire the judge. She
Yeah,
just
you
happened-
did.
I hired the garbage guy, the video guy, and the dog walker. I didn't
You
hire the
appointed him judge.
judge. Did
I
I
don't
think
know.
you do a great job.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that.
And one reason he's here.
This job was forced upon me because Gio did not want to do it anymore.
Oh,
This is why. This is how. And Gio wanted to play, which
Right.
is kind of a waste anyway. But I
I
get
was
it.
taking shots at you.
Yeah. 90% of the time he's, Michael. It was Michael. I heard Michael.
That's because 90% of the time I'm right.
that's right. Me too.
Yeah. Very convenient.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Logan.
Logan, you are the winner, sir. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and you'll have your option to pick prizes. Thank you for listening, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. He is on line 6, Carmen.
Got it.
Chance for all of you guys to win $1,000 is coming up with the bone bonus keyword in the 8 o'clock hour. Right now, it's time for these guys to enforce the new rule. I was reading some Shakespeare over the weekend, so I'd like you guys to give a small poem about my victory in Old English.
Wasn't that the last rule?
No.
No.
In Old English.
Ye Old English.
Ye Old English.
I'll even give you this. If you guys want to riff off each other, one wants to throw out a line, the other one wants to follow a line, and then wrap it up with a rhyme, I'll take that.
Hello, Mike. This is like Australian.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Mike was a great sparkle winner.
He is never late for dinner.
But when he's off the rails, he's not looking thinner.
Oh, we're still rhyming on the.
I don't know.
He won because he is no beginner.
Yeah, bravo.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's
Ye
good.
old,
That was great.
ye old poem was wonderful. Thank you very much. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, Weed Day.
Weed Day. Joe, does that have to do with you?
It probably does. Today is 420.
I'm going to put up a picture on our Instagram of Weed
Scumbag.
Day. You can go check out.
Speaking of Weed Day, just look at the whole thing. Look at the whole.
He's eating a hot dog.
Look at the hat.
He's eating a hot dog
Look
right
at the
now.
Vietnam jacket.
Trash.
He's eating, what is that? Even a hot dog, or is that like a steak?
No.
What is that?
This is chicken salad on
Oh,
a hot dog.
on a hot
bun.
dog
On a
bun.
hot dog bun.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You are weed personified.
I mean,
Coming up in news today, Weed Day, worth every penny, and don't stop the Brock.
Don't stop the rock.
Brock.
Oh, the bra. I gotcha. All right, I am currently putting up a picture on our Instagram of the most 420 picture you can have. It is the only thing about me that is 420-ish, so you can go find that on our Instagram at the Mike Calta
Is
Show.
it just your eyes?
Just my. We'll take a quick break. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. Anyway, I'm addicted to my phone for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know what it was. Because I couldn't do anything. Just being away. Like, God forbid I should go to the bathroom to make a doopy without having my phone with me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never take my phone.
Oh,
I
I
have
always
to.
take my phone.
Like if I'll leave it like on the counter.
Yeah, how many Pokemans? I'll catch one.
No,
in there.
your phone's covered in fecal matter, and then you put it to your
so
face.
it's my
covered
butt.
no matter what.
100%.
Yeah.
That's gross.
So I don't know if I've talked about this, but years ago, Ralphie May bought me a watch, and it is a beautiful, very expensive watch. Okay, and I have 2 watches that I pretty much rotate that I wear back and forth between one and the other. And when I take one off, I lost one for a while where I couldn't find it, and it turned out it was in the watch winder box. Okay,
And you never looked there.
I never looked there.
Why
It
would
was-
you?
It was ridiculous. And then now I have that one, and I can't find the one that Ralphie gave me, and it's really been killing me because Ralphie gave it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I knew that it was in this house somewhere, and that I would eventually find it. So Saturday night, I'm sitting in my living room, and I need I'm like, I'm not going to eat anything. I might as well drink a little bit before we go to try to get a little buzz. So I wanted a glass. So I look up at the bar, and I'm like, are there glasses up there? So I get up, and I look, and on the very top shelf of the bar, there's a package folded over, like a brand new delivery package. And I reach up to grab the package and see what it was. And what falls down on my head is a $50 American Express gift card.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the package, which is a wallet for your phone that I ordered and never used. Like I ordered it, delivered it, got it, and totally forgot that I had it, never used.
That tracks.
And then right below it, My watch.
Oh,
I was so happy.
Why
this
would you
weekend.
put it there, you think?
Because I'll tell you exactly why, Gio. I know exactly why. Because there's a little table next to the seat that I sit in the living room, and I took my watch off, put it there, took my ring off, and I put it there. And then my wife gave me a hard time about leaving my stuff everywhere, and I just took it up and shoved it in the bar area and totally forgot about it.
How long has the watch been missing?
At least a year. Yeah, at least a year. And it was really tearing me up because Ralphie gave it to me, and I was like, I to think that something that was so sentimental, and I just lost it, but I knew it was in the house.
At least you know it's in here somewhere. I just gotta find it.
I couldn't figure it out. Same thing with my wife. I bought my wife a beautiful Rolex for her birthday one year. It's diamonds on it. It's ridiculous. And when we moved, we couldn't find it. We couldn't figure out where it was. And it just
did you think you just found it?
No, that light just went on. The on-air light went on, and then it went off.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it is
see?
flickering. I didn't even know that was plugged in.
I think it's the other one, Galvin.
It's the
it's
power going out. You're
Oh, brother.
It's the one that's right next to the Ralphie picture.
Oh, it is.
It's
I
a-
got you, baby.
It's a, hey, dummy, you finally found that watch.
I told you.
Jeez.
All right.
I love that you have expensive watches and gift cards falling from your ceiling.
Yeah.
Listen to me. No, I'm telling you right now.
Goddamn pinata.
I have told number one best friend Bobby Kelly. I was like, do not send me any more gifts because Bobby sent me a thing that hooks up to my TV. That a year later I hooked it up to the TV, and then I called him the other day, and I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to call and let you know I hooked it up.
I remember, what was it, the camera that Bobby sent it, you couldn't find it, he was
Right.
coming,
Yeah.
so you bought another one to have here.
and then found the other
when
one.
he got here.
Yeah.
Because you hadn't opened it yet.
Yeah, it was. I'm just not good. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you right now, I'm not good.
A lot going on.
I got a lot going on. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Calvin. He's got today's news.
So today's top story: a Louisiana father fatally shot 8 children, including 7 of his own, in an attack on his family Sunday morning that stretched across 2 houses in Shreveport neighborhood, left shaken by one of the nation's deadliest mass shootings in recent years. 2 women, including the gunman's wife, who was the mother of their children, were also shot and critically wounded, according to the police. The children, who were all killed in the same house, range from ages 3 to 11 years old.
I was wondering how old they were because after you see, I mean, you think the kids are going to run at least, or
if
try
you're
to get away.
teenagers or something, but from 3 to 11 years old. The gunman, identified as 31-year-old Shamar Elkins, died after police pursuit that ended with officers firing on him.
How many kids? He had 6 kids of his own?
It was 7 of his own. 8 kids killed.
31 years old, 7 kids
of his own.
I'm feeling his frustrations here for a couple of seconds.
Authorities did not say what may have set off the violence, but the detectives said they were confident the shooting was entirely a domestic incident.
I don't know, Gio. I had a hard time having my daughter to clean up after herself this weekend, let alone shoot her.
That's tough.
Yeah.
The Pasco County Sheriff's Office said at least 1 person is dead after a small 2-engine plane crashed into a Wesley Chapel neighborhood. The crash happened at around 8:30 a.m. on Sunday. The plane caught fire after crashing, but Pasco County Fire Rescue said the blaze had been extinguished around 9:30 a.m. At least 1 nearby home sustained damage in the crash and the subsequent fire. According to the FAA, the aircraft, a Cessna C-402, departed from Tampa North Aero Park. The pilot was the only person on board. The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board will investigate the crash. The current circumstances of the crash are unknown.
I would never, not never, but I don't want to fly in a Cessna. I've been offered flights I'd rather drive.
They're too little.
They're too little. First of all, they're extremely uncomfortable for a fat guy. And they're too little. You go down, there's no chance of anything happening.
Yeah, I'd rather fly on a bird's back.
Yeah.
It's funny though because it's the motorcycle and the car thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people think motorcycles are a lot more dangerous than cars. If you get hit on a motorcycle, you're probably dead. But also you can maneuver it so much easier. You know what I mean? Whereas a small plane like that, it's too small. Yeah, but the other planes are too big.
Yeah.
Like if it's going down, there's nothing to do. A little Cessna, you could probably glide for miles and be able to do that. So I don't know which is better or worse.
I don't want to go down in either one of them. To
Sure,
be honest with you. Yeah.
I saw some of the pictures. The plane lane, it was literally in somebody's backyard and huge flames.
Well,
and
one
stuff.
time I was out of my pool and I just heard, and and I looked up and I'm like, what is that? And it was one of those ultralight things
Oh,
that
yeah.
those guys
Yeah.
build and fly their own. And I could see the guy. I waved to him and he waved back. And I'm like, I don't want to fly anything that I can wave to
No
people. I don't
way.
want to. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But people, I don't have that urge to get my pilot's license.
No, there's a lot of people that love that. And
Why is it smart people do that? Like, I know a lot of smart people who want to
Yeah.
get their pilot's license.
Yeah.
People that have a lot of money too seem to like us. I got my airplane
Well,
license.
like my doctor, who's a friend of mine, he is getting his pilot's license, and he said that he gets it so that he could fly and see his daughter. You know what I mean? He could just hop in his plane and go see his kids. That's pretty cool if you have a 2-hour flight as opposed to having flying commercial every time. You just
I
get in
guess,
your plane and
but
go.
If I've got a lot of money, I'm trying to live as long as possible. I'm not doing anything flying these little planes.
if you
and-
look at the statistics,
Probably.
and he's smart, he'll be a good pilot.
yeah. Fast
And-
forward to that.
And are you trusting your life to somebody else? If you're going on a commercial plane, you're trusting that person knows what they're doing, didn't have a fight with their wife, you know what I mean? Like all of that stuff.
Like that guy who put the plane in the mountain because he was mad at his girlfriend
Exactly.
or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Or got enough rest the night before, or isn't doing cocaine and drinking like Denzel Washington. All of that stuff. Not him, really, his character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way, that is a great movie.
Yeah.
Flight, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That is a really, really good movie, and I think one of his best performances.
Yeah.
That's good.
John Goodman's pretty good in there, too.
John Goodman's great. man.
Beth is in there.
Yeah,
Beth-
Beth is his girl, yeah.
And she's not, she's definitely a different character in there.
Yep,
Not all tough and everything.
Mhm.
President Donald Trump on Saturday signed an executive order aimed at encouraging expanding research in.
Sorry. That
Oh.
was me. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Jeez, I thought
Oh,
our
no.
stuff
I
went
meant
out
to turn
again.
my mic off so I could blow my nose and I turned yours off. My bad.
Encouraging expanding research into psychedelic drugs, part of a broader push to explore emerging mental health treatments, saying, quote, in many cases, these are experimental treatments have shown life-changing potential for those suffering from severe mental illness and depression, including our cherished veterans, Trump said during a signing at the Oval Office. The president also announced the federal government is making a $50 million investment for further research into psychedelic drugs.
I think that's great. I hear a lot of this stuff from my wife who's in that field and ketamine treatment and how
Right.
far that's come in such a short amount of time. And there are so many other things.
Microdosing, mushrooms, and
and all these things that are natural that should be, being used and being investigated and researched. And I saw Rogan was there for the signing too.
Of course.
Yeah, he said he texted the president, and the president said, "Cool. Do you want FDA approval?" That was it.
I mean, that's if that's what it takes.
Yeah, I guess.
We're getting Joe back on his side. Did you see Trump at the at UFC? They had lip reader guy, whatever, and he came over and he goes, "Joe, what's going on? I thought you were a patriot, something, this, that." Whatever.
Yeah.
Talking to him like I don't know what it was about exactly.
yeah.
Well, Rogan's been very critical about the Iran situation.
Yeah.
And been like tearing into Trump, and then he's just in the Oval Office like 2 days later. Yeah.
So weird. By
It
the way,
must be kind of cool to be able to I'm just gonna text the president real quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like Tiger Woods.
yeah.
And
Well,
he texts you back.
and a lot of people say that him going on Rogan helped him a lot.
Sure.
You know,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
and that they offered Kamala Harris to go on, and they declined. They didn't want to do it, and like Joe Rogan said, they had so much stuff. He goes, Trump said, "Do you want to be on?" Yeah, and then he was there.
That was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't need all of that extra
No.
stuff that
No.
you're doing.
Now I know, like, we have to give equal opportunity for timing and stuff when it comes to politics. Do podcasters?
No.
Like,
it's
does
not
Joe
public.
Rogan?
It's not a
No,
public.
They're not
Okay.
regulated by
Yeah.
the FCC.
Right.
So
I gotcha.
we have a license that's been granted to us by the government, so we have to do that. But we don't have to give it to them. We have to offer.
Offer
it. We
it,
have to
yeah.
make
Right.
it. We have to make. We don't have to offer it to them. We have to make it available for them if it happened. Like if when Anna Paulina Luna was running, I reached out to her running mate and offered him Kevin Hazlett a chance to come on the show, and he declined to return our call, and he lost. So what I'm saying is that sometimes even if it's a show that you don't like or don't feel is on your side, it looks better for you if you have the balls to go on the show.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will take advantage of that. I had to do that one time. We put on, I want to say it was the mayor at the time, Mayor Dick Greco, and the person that was running against him, who was a real nobody, made a big stink and said, "Hey, we demand equal time," and they got it, and they had to put him on for a half hour on 98 Rock, which was real miserable for the radio station, but they had to do it.
By the way, speaking of Rogan and people running for office, did you see who one of his guests was recently?
No.
Spencer Pratt
Oh,
from
really?
The Hills.
Yeah.
Remember Spencer Pratt?
Yeah.
He's running for mayor of Los
I
Angeles.
did know that. Yeah.
Not jokingly either. Not like Mary Carey running for governor or whatever she was doing, or Arnold from.
No, but he's a resident, and he knows a lot of powerful people.
And he was outspoken about the whole way they handle the fire and all this
Fires, yeah.
stuff. And Rogan was like, "I'd vote for you."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to listen to that. My wife told me the other day. She goes, "Did you see that?" And I go, "That's bananas, homie." And she goes, "That is bananas, homie." That's totally where I picked up that. But that's bananas from. So today is 420.
Yay.
I don't know whether anyone actually knows what it means, what the connection is to marijuana and stuff. I know it's Hitler's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, right? Isn't it Hitler's birthday also?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Nazi
there's-
or pot culture.
There's a whole 420 thing, whatever. But anyways, so today's 420.
Well, I am not celebrating Hitler's birthday. I'll tell you that.
No.
No, I will be taking weed tonight, but I will not be celebrating Hitler's birthday.
A list of marijuana stats include 87% of Americans support legalizing marijuana in some way.
Do you know my grandmother had she had some sort of case or whatever where marijuana, edible marijuana, would have helped her out. Like it was some sort of medical condition. I can't remember, but couldn't take it because my grandfather wouldn't let her take it. Wouldn't want that marijuana in the house.
But they were taught that was crazy, and like you were going to jump off a building if you smoked pot or took marijuana in any way.
But it's just so ignorant. Like if you said to me, if I said my wife is suffering, and they said, yeah, if they gave her some of the marijuana, I'd be like, give her whatever you had to give her.
The problem now is though you smell it everywhere you go, like everywhere.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
So, some people like it, but like
Sometimes, Joe, if my son is smoking outside his bedroom outside, I can smell in the kitchen, and that bugs me.
yeah, like I don't care if
you're trying to eat something.
Well, just an idea. I don't want my house to smell like weed. you
Yeah,
know?
and now so, like anytime you go somewhere now, it's like when I was in Vegas, it was just like overwhelming everywhere you
Yeah.
go.
Same thing in New York.
Yes,
walk
New
down the
York
street,
same
they're
way.
all
Yeah,
walking around smoking.
it's a lot.
Any parking garage.
Yeah.
Any
True.
parking garage anywhere is just overwhelming marijuana. It's crazy. So some of the other stats with the marijuana is 87% of Americans support legalizing in some way. Only 12% do not. So your grandfather would be in that 12%. Cannabis is legal in 40 states for medical use and is legal in 24 states for recreational use.
Legal here for medical, not recreational, which is weird because it's just loopholes.
Yeah.
Just dancing around trying to get who gets the card and who lies, who's got glaucoma.
And I don't think they're doing much unless you have a whole trunk full.
Like if you get caught with it, like, your intention is to sell, you'll get in trouble.
Right.
But if you're just out there using it, you're not.
You see that a lot on cops, where they're like anything in the car, whatever. If you have a couple joints, no big deal.
Right.
That. Although you feel like you're being tricked.
Yeah.
I do. They're like,
yeah.
put the handcuffs on.
Gotcha.
Some movies. You stoners. Any stoners in here? I'm looking at you, Joe.
I put my picture up, my 420 picture on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show of me and Cheech and Chong.
Oh, all right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
of
That's
course.
my most 420th picture ever.
Got to do it.
Where I actually called my boss and asked him if I could smoke a joint with Cheech and Chong on the air, and he said no.
No.
And well, it was because it was a different boss.
Yeah.
It was a different boss, and I didn't want to get in trouble at the time. And I said, listen, I don't smoke pot, but Cheech and Chong together are in the studio.
Yeah.
How could you not say you smoked a joint with Cheech and Chong? I mean, how many people get to say that?
Yeah.
Probably a lot. But I would have been one of those people, but they said no. They shot
You
me
should
down.
have done it
hardcore.
anyways.
I thought about it, but I was really at that time of my career on the verge of
Not a lot of
a lot of
leverage.
things going on. So yeah,
I love whenever you go to Mexico and you're walking through different places and they all just go Cheech and Chong. Let you know
we
they
told them about
got
that
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we told Cheech and Chong. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
So if you want some stoner movies,
Yeah.
some of the different ones deals with marijuana or is definitely stoner
Pineapple
stuff.
Express.
Pineapple Express is one of them. Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong,
Dazed and
1978.
Confused, is that in
Dazed
there?
and Confused is in there.
Dazed and
Friday,
Confused, great movie. Up in Smoke, terrible movie.
yeah. Unless you're stoned,
Unless you're stoned,
yeah. Friday, We're the Millers, where they take the
We
pot.
Are the Millers
Yeah.
is a great movie.
It's so funny. Jay and Silent Bob reboots.
Yep.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yep.
Dude, Where's My Car? Our Idiot Brother. You ever see that with Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. And Super Troopers. Super Troopers, the first one was great.
Yeah.
Super Troopers 2, they went, you guys remember the first one?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
So disappointing.
yeah, it really was.
Really disappointing.
But they like literally tried to do everything from one over again.
Yeah, it was. Remember this joke? Remember
Yeah.
that joke? Now
Yeah.
we're older and let's do the same joke.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched a new TV show over the weekend that I don't know the name of, but I could probably describe it to you.
Okay.
It has the guys from Schitt's Creek in it.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
The son.
The son.
Right, and who
Eric,
else?
Aaron, whatever.
Dan.
You were close, Carmen.
Yeah.
What is his new show? Yeah, I know because somebody else is in it too. Oh, Big Mistakes.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I watched 4 of the 8 episodes.
I just watched the first episode and I liked it a lot.
Who else is in there?
I don't know. The Roseanne's sister,
Yes.
overacting hardcore.
That's
Oh,
the
really?
mom.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's good in everything she does, but she's just over the top mother, But it's, what is it called? Big Mistake?
Big
Yes.
Mistakes.
Yeah, it's Big Mistakes. We watched it on a whim, and I watched the first episode, and it was, I thought I'd be bored out of my mind, and it was really good.
Oh, that Taylor Ortega girl is in there. She was on something else, and I was like, she's funny.
She
This
was
show's
good.
terrible.
She's good in the show.
Yeah. She seems like she'd be good in the right cast. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
You'll like it. It's good.
That Rooster with Steve Carell is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched it. It's okay. It's not great.
Do
but-
you see what they did to us?
what?
They took away cable from us
Oh, yeah.
and just made us pay for everything.
Yeah.
They made it like, oh
Every
no, cut the
streaming
cord,
Yeah.
cut the cord, and they cut the cord, and then they came out with all these TV shows, and they're like, yeah, they're great, but now you have to pay for them.
Now, yeah, because if you want to watch it, oh, well, what's that on? That's on Apple. What's this on? Hulu. What's this on? Netflix. What's this on?
Right.
HBO Max. What's this on? I mean, there's so many different ones.
It almost makes you feel not guilty if you're cheating them.
How do you like that?
No.
Speaking of watching stuff, I watched Lightning lose last night.
So did I. I watched the whole game.
Yurem Slavkovsky scored his third power play goal at 122 of overtime to give him and the Montreal Canadiens the 4-3 win against the Tampa Bay Lightning, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference first round at Benchmark. The Lightning host Game 2 right here at the bench tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You can listen to it right here on 102.5 The Bone.
I would like to go to that game.
Yeah.
It's hard though, but man, it's a playoff game, and the last night was really good. Last night with the back and forth, the 1-on-1 and the 2-on-1.
I really thought if they could survive that power play, the
Yeah.
Lightning were going to win.
Yeah.
Because when it was 5-on-5, I thought the Lightning were kind of
Stronger,
dominating
yeah.
and were better than Montreal, but the power plays and
Did you
just
see
stick penalties too. Like
Braden Point get hit in the face?
Yeah, just too many
Yeah.
just dumb stick penalties.
There was two things. There was one was that when Braden Point got hit in the face, it was hard because they call him for the penalty, then they pull him out, and then they put the other guy in. But I don't feel like the other guy should have got the penalty either. He didn't manipulate the stick. He didn't have control of it. It was our own player who hit the stick that hit it into Braden Point's face. So it was unfortunate, but I didn't. And then the other thing I didn't know, I did not know that you cannot keep your stick above the crossbar.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And
As
they
soon
reversed that goal.
as soon as they did that, I go, that's too high. That's too
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
I was praying, and they called that back, which was good.
That was pretty cool.
By the way, if you want to, a game that you could go to that's a little bit more Wednesday, the 29th, we're at home, and it's at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Impossible.
1 o'clock.
Doing a playoff game at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon?
Yeah.
I can't be
unless
possible.
they flex it. That's what the schedule is right
That
now.
can't be
They actually have 3 1 o'clock games.
I thought they were all at like 7 p.m.
No, you've got tomorrow 7 p.m. Then they head to Canada Friday at 7, and then Sunday at 7, and then they go here on Wednesday the 29th at 1 p.m. and then back to Canada on Friday at 1 p.m. and then Sunday here at 1 p.m. if need be. All those games.
If there's a 1 p.m. game here on Wednesday, I will go to that for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For sure, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. By the way, so I don't know if anybody switched over and we're watching the Sabres and the Bruins.
No.
Oh my God. So it was slow rolling the whole time. It was 1-0 Bruins, 1-0 Bruins through like the second, and then it was 2-0 Bruins.
Right.
And there's like 8 minutes left. And you're like, all right, well, this is over. 2-1, Sabres score. 2-2, they tie it.
Oh, wow.
3-2 in 6 minutes. They scored 4
Four
goals.
Wow.
4-2. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Like the Boston fans must have been like, "What is happening?
your mind, yeah.
This is crazy."
How can you watch? I can't watch other teams playoff hockey until the Lightning are eliminated. Like I'm not interested in other teams.
He's
until the
betting
Lightning are-
on him.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I do.
Money.
my
Like,
bad. My
I'm
bad.
betting, and I have stats out and stuff, so I have
That's
to see.
why my son has this sudden interest in basketball.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that game it's not at 1 o'clock. It's because it's
They just placeholder.
it's a placeholder because that game
Okay.
might not happen.
Okay,
yeah, so
that's-
it's to be determined. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
Ruining my dreams right there.
Yeah, but then the Sabres wound up winning 4-3 on that. Speaking of basketball, the Magic beat the Pistons.
How is that?
It was great. I went Friday.
Right.
The Magic played the Hornets, and that was the in-play game, whatever, to get into the playoffs. They crushed the Hornets, absolutely destroyed. I mean, they just swarmed them with defense and stuff, destroyed them, just blew them out completely. It was a great game, a lot of fun and stuff. And then they played the Pistons for round 1 and blew out the Pistons.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was great for the first game. So we'll see how that goes. But Magic looking pretty good. We'll see what happens. Yeah, playoff basketball, playoff hockey. It's an exciting time.
It is. It's a fun time for sports.
Listen, the W is coming back next
I
month.
might start watching the W with you guys.
Yeah.
W is coming back, and they're just giving money away, man. They are just signing people. Asia Wilson got the biggest thing. Then Aaliyah Boston got even bigger. She got like $6.5 million.
Yeah, she's getting $6 million for 3 years. She was making like 90 grand before that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You know that her parents have to be like, oh, well, after college, she's playing in the WNBA
Yeah.
and she's making a living. That's something, that she gets to still play and then sign a $6 million contract. They have to be like, that's unbelievable.
and she's in like her 4th, 5th season. You know?
She's good. She's really good.
Very good.
So we'll see.
But where's the money coming from? Is that what- because
Well,
last,
look, they have their viewership has definitely gone up.
last
Now
I
got
checked,
some
they were
stars.
still overall losing money. And
Yeah,
but
the
it-
NBA was subsidizing them.
Yes, they're definitely losing money. Caitlin Clark came in, ratings went up and stuff. Caitlin Clark got hurt. Everybody was like,
I
selling
know, but the
tickets. I'm not
general
doing it.
interest in WNBA
Yes,
that is true.
definitely
You're
gone up,
hearing
and
about it
including
more.
My daughter has been talking. My daughter knows players' names, and I'm not telling her.
I'm
so
sure
she's getting
that
it from school.
The sponsorships have gone way up as far
Yeah.
as price.
Yeah.
The sponsor stuff.
By the way, also, WNBA, don't fight this. AZ Fudd, who is the number 1 draft pick,
Right.
you know who her girlfriend is? Paige Becker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they
really?
won't. They won't.
They won't
confirm
say.
They
that.
won't
Yeah, they won't
confirm.
say.
But-
but they
don't-
announced it last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
past,
shy away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put those two in some
What
promotional
is, that girl,
videos.
what is that girl's name?
AZ Fudd.
AZ Fudd. That is
Yeah.
a tough name to have, especially for a girl.
Yeah.
Meet my girlfriend, AZ Fudd. If I said to you, I'm David. And
Fudd's
really
hard.
Fudd's rough.
AZ's not so great.
AZ's good.
Is she black?
Yeah.
All right. If I get a hot
And
black
it's
girl named AZ, I can handle that.
AZZI, and it's probably short for something, I would imagine. Whatever. Like, that's a good, like, if it was, something cool, AZ Black or
Yeah,
AZ.
yeah, it might be. That would be better. Yeah, AZ
And
Fudd is the problem.
They added 2 new teams this year to the WNBA.
Two
Yeah.
new teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
They
we're
have,
expanding at great
Toronto and Portland.
Yeah.
force. Great.
There's a,
You guys wish there was a Tampa WNBA team.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
What would they be called?
The Tampa.
tampons.
Tampons would be the most
Yeah,
make the most sense.
Yeah. That's not chauvinistic at all.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, no, I guess it's not short for anything. It is AZ. Yeah.
It's a cute name. AZ's cute. You just combine it with Fudd. That's the
She
problem.
was named after Olympic gold medalist Jennifer AZ.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Well, somebody can name their kid Fudd after her.
Nope.
Fudd.
Fudd Michaels.
AZ Jaslyn Fudd.
Oh, remember Fudd Ruckers?
AZ Jaslyn. AZ Jaslyn would be a good name.
I had to
Burger
make,
guy drops a Fudd Ruckers in there.
dress your own hamburger.
That
Yeah,
place
I
was
Make
remember
your
it.
own
That
hamburger.
was great.
You know what's weird is there was Fuddruckers, but up in Destin there was Fudd Puckers, and Fudd Puckers was there first.
Really?
Oh.
Fudd Puckers was there first.
Prove
I
it.
feel like we're going to get in trouble.
Because
Yeah.
I can prove it, Carmen, because Fudd Puckers actually started out in Nighttown, the place where I worked at. The guy was like, hey, you guys serve food here? And they're like, no. And he goes, I could do just like a little food thing. So he started doing that, got enough money to open his own place, open another place, and it's a huge
Same
place.
concept?
No, it's much more
Right.
beachy, this and that. They have burgers, but they have all kind of different food.
Yeah,
but
I don't-
it's Fudd Ruckers is a much more kind of a Dave and Buster, you know,
Yeah.
like a chain type of thing.
The only Fuddruckers I remember was they're up on 19.
Yeah, Clearwater.
Like-
there was one
like
on Fowler.
Clearwater Countryside
One on
Mall.
Fowler.
Did they have one in Tallahassee? I thought they had one in Tallahassee.
Not
before.
when I was there.
I know there was one on Fowler. I went there one time. in
I
the
think they're
90s.
done now. I think the
Oh,
whole
yeah, yeah.
thing went under.
So we're talking about the Lightning. Even though Victor Hedman won't be available for the start of the Lightning's postseason run, or he wasn't available because obviously it started last night, the team will have its captain back as he begins to work his way toward an on-ice return. On the eve of the Tampa Bay's playoff opener, Coach John Cooper said that Hedman had rejoined the team following a leave of absence and will be with it throughout the first round series against Montreal.
So I hear that when it comes to Hedman, it is completely mental with him. That he has got some mental health issues, and he has always been one of those guys who's put his mental health first. And I think that makes a lot of sense. You know how much that will affect you in the future. You see all these guys, dealing with depression and suicide post, their sports career. And I think it's good that he is getting it handled now, whatever he needs to do in order to be healthy again. It's as bad as a physical injury.
I think it shows also how great the Lightning organization is.
Yes.
They're like, hey, take care of your problems, whatever it is,
Yep.
and then come
even
back.
during playoffs.
Yeah.
You have to put the person first.
Yeah.
And also Lightning. I just saw that their strength and conditioning coach died, and an assistant to Coach Cooper died a couple of weeks ago.
really?
Yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Here is a little audio of Coach Cooper talking about the penalties and stuff that happened in last night's game. Take a listen to this.
I had a problem with us. I mean, come on, we took 4 offensive zone penalties. You just look at them. I mean, that's not over aggression. That was like stupidity in a lot of them. So that was on us. That was a game that we just gave them an opportunity to win. And this is the Stanley Cup playoffs. This isn't game 62. So that is extremely disappointing in the way we, conducted ourselves in the amount of penalties we took.
I'm sorry, Dad. It's
Yeah.
He's not mad. He's disappointed. in you.
Yeah, you don't want Cooper disappointed in you.
When it was 5-on-5, I thought the Lightning looked way better.
Yeah, they were bigger and stronger, and for sure.
Like
they
if
were
we could,
dominating,
I
but-
think they would have won in overtime, but they almost survived that power play.
It's crazy too because Vasi makes so many crazy saves, and then when one gets by him, you're like, "Come on, you should have saved that." That one seemed easy,
Right.
they're peppering him in front of it, hitting him in the
Unbelievable.
chest, hitting him in the shoulder,
He's
and he's
diving
doing it,
back and forth and
and
putting
then
the
that
leg
one goes
out,
right
yeah.
under his arm.
Yeah,
NHL hockey goalie to me has got to be the toughest thing
Oh.
in all of sports.
I
Brutal.
think different. I think soccer goalie. How one little
I don't
guy
know.
covers that giant net is amazing.
It's
to me.
it's-
similar for sure.
It's difficult, but also I think hockey goalie, you have a frozen puck being shot at you at 100 miles per hour, and guys in front of you and stuff. I mean, that's gotta kill. I know you have all the pads on. and stuff.
I've been hit with a soccer ball kicked by a professional soccer ball player, and it doesn't tickle.
Oh no, yeah.
how they track a thing that's like this
Right.
big.
Yeah. Oh no,
is
it's
got to be. And I can't imagine.
I just watched that the goalie in the hockey. I mean, in soccer, the goal is taller than the soccer player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they have to cover above and below. At least in hockey, you got the goalie is in there, and he's taking 75% of it with just his body mass.
That's why
Yeah.
penalty kicks in soccer, you see the goalie before the guy even kicks, he decides which way he's diving.
Right.
You
Yeah,
have to
choice,
because you
yeah.
can't
It's 50-50,
react.
yeah.
you just have to try and be like, hopefully he kicks it this way
Yeah.
because you see him all the time dive to the right and it goes up left corner and you're like not even close.
Yep.
This is pretty crazy. This has been going on for a while, and they finally caught this guy. A 28-year-old man in California named Jarrell Augustine was arrested after allegedly stealing valuable Lego figurines from sets and replacing them with dried pasta.
Scumbag.
So
Really
he,
dirty.
he used the pasta to mimic the weight and rattling sound of Lego pieces. He would buy Lego sets from Target stores, replace the figurines with dried pasta, and then return the sets to the store to get a cash refund.
hilarious.
And Lego sets are very expensive.
He did this at least 70 times
You only-
before being caught,
3 times and you're out.
Yeah.
stealing $34,000 worth of merchandise, and then he would bring it back and get money. So he was getting money for it.
How about you? You buy Lego and there's pasta in your Lego.
Yeah, you're like, this can't be right.
Well,
How'd they catch him?
They had him on
70
video.
times.
Yeah, he did it 70 times.
And they find out the stores.
Yeah.
And,
Hey,
yeah.
just so you know, there's a guy replacing the Legos with pasta. Be on the lookout for any suspicious activity and stuff.
You have to watch out because I always joke about this, and I'm saying now that I joke about it is that I say when I do self checkout I steal stuff all the time. I don't, but there have been
When it first started.
When it first started, there were times where I was scanning it, it wouldn't work, and I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. I tried.
Yeah.
But now everything works normal, and they have cases where they are not arresting you for stealing once. They are building cases against you. If you're doing it, they'll follow it and they'll collect videotape over it over time, and then they'll come after you so that they can actually put you in jail as opposed to just getting you a fine.
Yeah, this guy was charged with grand theft.
Yeah,
This is
that's
$34,000 worth of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I had before where I did checkout and did something and something didn't scan, and they stopped me, and the guy was like, "This didn't scan." I go, "Okay, you got me."
Yeah. I'm only going to try it so many times.
But yeah, I don't work here.
Right.
Make your thing work properly, whatever. But also, I thought about it, and I'm like, if they were reading my testimony back, and then you said, "Okay, you got me." No. The way I said it, though, I was being very sarcastic.
My cousin Vinny. I shot the clerk. I shot the clerk.
No, I don't like that at all. 3 California residents have been sentenced in a bizarre insurance fraud scam where they'd stage fake bear attacks on high-end cars. There was a incident where a Rolls Royce was broken into by a bear.
A bear, yeah.
So they said, we should do that. It was clear that it was not bears. They actually took some video footage and sent it to the Fish and Wildlife, and they go, yeah, that's humans. Embarrassing. So they found the people, and they found the bear costumes and stuff. They were just going and breaking into cars.
Full costumes and everything.
Yeah,
That's
full
funny.
bear costumes.
That's funny.
They'll never know.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you today?
Great, sir.
Bing.
What's happening?
Good. Okay, the Lightning. There's a possibility that they might win one game from the Canadians just for the fact that they're playing in the series. But their defense all year has stunk, other than the fact when they brought up all those new guys when everybody was hurt and
Right.
they won 20 games in a row. They should have kept those guys because last night, for instance, there was 4 Lightning players against one puck holder for the Canadians and two Canadians in front of the net all alone. That's not the way you play hockey.
No, yeah. I mean, look, you're going to make some mistakes. I mean, that's happening. And you heard the frustration. in
They make
Cooper's
them all the
voice.
time. They make them all the time.
Well,
Their defense has stunk. It's so bad. And I've notified them. I said they need to get some defensive coaches because this team is terrible.
well, as long as you let them know, sir, they'll be able to do something.
Hey,
Thank you.
God bless all you guys.
Thank you,
and
pal.
Carmen, God bless you for the new home.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the call.
You got the bald eagle, who is a defenseman, Radish, but man, he's more like
He was on fire.
He's so good. He
Yeah.
is so good, and he just crushes it. And Kucherov sets him up perfectly every time, and then he just wails 100 mile per hour.
That shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shot. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Morning, guys. I just wanted to tell you guys that the Lego minifigures are worth ridiculous money on eBay. Told you to go look it up. It's stupid. It's stupid. But yeah, that's why the guy was just taking the figures.
The Lego sets on their own are worth a ton.
What do you make them, sir?
Yeah. No. It's just, I mean, I've built Lego sets in the past, but the figures that come with, like Han Solo comes with the Millennium Falcon only.
Yeah.
He'll take that little figure and he'll bring back the set and get his $300 back and keep the guy, and the guy's worth like $200 himself.
It'll be
I
like
gotcha.
it'll be like a $300 or $400 set, and you only get that figure if you buy the $400 set.
Gotcha.
So you'll take the figure and then put the set back.
And then what are you doing with the figure? Just keeping it as a figure, or are you putting it in another
Selling
Lego?
it.
You sell it.
Or sell it.
You sell it for like $100 because people want just the figure, not the entire $400 set.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lego's
That's a good scam.
very
That's
expensive.
a good scam. Replacing it with a little piece of
And
pasta.
they're literally this big.
I
You know.
love it.
Mike, you've talked about before your old Hummer that you had that you felt like you could live in it.
My
because
H2.
You had the iPad in there. You had all kind of different things going on.
I had a custom dash with an iPad built into the dash. It was fantastic.
Do you feel like you could live in this one?
Now I could spend some time in there, but I don't know if I could live in it.
What if you had a passenger toilet in there?
Yeah, without a doubt.
A Chinese car company has patented a voice-activated in-vehicle toilet, which can be built into the passenger seat. It has a heating element to evaporate urine and an exhaust fan to take care of any odors.
I like that a lot. Or a Trenta cup from Starbucks works too.
Yeah.
Not for number 2, but for number 1.
Yeah. Carmen, I don't know if this is something maybe you want to look into before the next cruise.
Okay.
Have you heard of rib remodeling?
No.
Rib remodeling.
Yeah, people shouldn't be doing this. This doesn't sound safe. It's a new procedure that can narrow your waist. It starts with a small needle that leaves no scar. It uses high-frequency vibrations in order to be able to score the rib bone until there is enough ability to manually deflect it. That's according to a doctor.
You should do that, Carmen.
After the ribs are moved, the patient wakes up and wears a corset for at least 2 months while the ribs heal in their new position.
So ridiculous.
Remember, that's what they thought Marilyn Manson did.
So he could do a little something. Yeah. Give himself some.
But women do get ribs removed so their waist can look smaller.
That's what this is.
But you're not removing them. You're like
squeezing them in.
You're just changing them.
I'm sure that's what the Kardashians did. That's how their ass is so big and the waist is so small.
It worked. It worked wonderful. I saw one of those memes yesterday where one of the Kardashians is like, I've never had plastic surgery. And her nose is like 4 inches smaller than it was before. I don't know. Why don't you just, I mean, if I'm Kim Kardashian, I went, yeah, I made it perfect. I was okay.
Some of them have owned it. A few of them are still trying to like hide it.
The mom is amazing.
Yeah, she said, do whatever you did to Kim, do it to me, and it's unbelievable. But Khloe is the one that was Bigfoot that says she has had nothing done.
Yeah.
She's a different human being.
Yeah.
Right.
Completely different.
I don't understand, especially if you're in the public eye. If I had weight loss surgery and I didn't tell anybody and all of a sudden I'm 100 pounds lighter and everybody goes, oh, what do? You either lie and go, yes, I've worked out very much, or you go, yeah, I had something done.
Remember when Costanza was wearing the
lifts?
The hair.
Oh, the hair, yeah.
But in real life.
Yeah.
In real life he was.
He tried that, yeah.
It was like, what's going on?
You got to imagine, Galvin, what they went through after Seinfeld. They're like, we just had one of the probably the most successful comedy in the history of television, and now the world is ours. And they couldn't get jobs doing anything because
too successful as that character.
Too successful,
yeah.
And then he's like, I don't know, maybe I'll wear a toupee. Maybe I'll grow a beard. Maybe I'll do something like anything to try and shake the George from you.
Because he's had some small parts, in movies and stuff.
No,
they all got work.
He's had other shows.
Yeah.
He's had multiple shows that didn't go anywhere because you see George Costanza. It's so hard to get away from that character. Kramer had it. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the only one who broke it and was able to do it. Well,
but it took her.
New Adventures of Old Christine lasted a long time.
Show.
It wasn't like a huge hit, but it lasted a long time and it was decent. And then Veep and all the other stuff she's done. But yeah, it's been a while.
I know it's so hard, and especially Michael Richards. There's nothing he could ever do that will make him. He's Kramer.
Well, and also
he's racist Kramer.
Yeah, you can't unsee. Because I remember, like, Seinfeld, like, I'll put it on sometimes just because it's there on Netflix, so it's a good background show, and Chad hates it. He's like, ugh.
Oh, really?
He's like, ugh, Kramer.
Racist.
Yeah, he does not like it, and I'm like, okay, so I try.
But let him know Kramer didn't say it. Kramer had a lot of black friends.
Doesn't matter.
Kramer hung with midgets.
No.
He treated everybody equally. It's Michael Richards that's racist.
I will tell you, Carmen, that after that incident happened, when I would watch reruns of Seinfeld, I was always waiting for him to yell it.
And you just know, like, he uses that on the regular.
Yeah.
The way he said it at the club and stuff, you're like, oh, yeah. Like,
I don't know. It seemed like it was foreign when he screamed it. Like, he didn't seem like somebody. I'm not saying he's not racist.
I feel like he was very confident when he was saying that.
Here's the problem that happened with Michael Richards was he was on Seinfeld. He's a funny guy. What do I do next? I'll try stand-up. And went into stand-up not doing it. Like, he didn't write anything. He just thought he'd go up there and be funny and mess around with the microphone and knock stuff over. Then got frustrated when people were like, is that it?
Yeah.
Because we gave you 5 minutes. It's not that funny, whatever. And then people started yelling stuff. And then he got very frustrated and yelled the N-word.
Yeah.
Right. Like, that was his first instinct.
You're probably selling tickets initially because people want to see Kramer in person.
Yeah.
Nothing about being funny. Like, it'd be cool to go see Kramer.
And you're giving Kramer 5 minutes. Oh, look, he knocked the stool over. He's doing this. His pants fell down, whatever this, that. But then after about 5 minutes, you're like, You gonna do anything else, or is this it? Because I paid $80 and I don't see much coming.
You remember when Seinfeld went on TV and was apologizing for
John Letterman,
and everyone laughed.
Oh yeah,
Seinfeld goes, it's not funny.
Yeah, that's right. And Seinfeld says it in a way that is funny. He goes, "This is not a joke," and you're like, "He's joking, right?"
That was great.
Yeah, and didn't he join in through like satellite TV?
Yeah. He was on a
That was weird
which
too.
was weird, yeah.
You know, now he'd have to go on the Breakfast Club.
Probably.
for sure. Like that lady, the home improvement lady.
Yep.
But they're all super rich, anyways, from Seinfeld, right?
Very rich.
Like
Very
even
rich.
Kramer's.
Oh
probably
yeah, you
sitting on
don't
a
need
pile of
money
money.
from anybody.
Yeah.
Very rich. By the way, that leads into this perfectly. Speaking
good.
of very rich, we
I
talked
thought
about
it
it.
would be very racist.
No, we talked about it. Top Gun 3 is a go.
Yeah.
Go for Maverick.
Oof.
Tom Cruise is set to make a lot of money for Top Gun 3, according to reports out of Hollywood. His massive salary for the third installment in the hit movie series has been leaked, and it's huge. 63-year-old Hollywood star who reprised his role as U.S. Navy fighter pilot in the 2022 film Top Gun Maverick will be returning for a third film. Tom Cruise's expected payment for Top Gun 3. Anybody want to guess?
I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even say $800 million, $600 million, because the average is $100 million for him.
It was 2 was a huge success.
Right.
Made a ton of money.
But I will tell you, for Top Gun Maverick, he made $101 million.
Okay, so
For Top Gun 3, he's making
$150 million.
300 million.
300 million.
Carmen?
Oh, I'll go take the over 400 million.
You guys are getting a little crazy.
Yeah.
But still, so he made $101 million for Top Gun Maverick. He is making $135,240,000
That's pretty
for
good.
Top Gun 3.
I'm gonna stick with the fact that movie is a cash grab and it's doomed.
Yes.
I disagree.
Doomed.
I think we're going to be like, holy cow, this one was, because now you don't need the nostalgia anymore.
I think they've got no story.
Listen,
they got a weak
I'll
script. They're
tell
like,
you,
hey,
I
we
already
can
got
make a
the
ton of
story.
money.
In the first one, you had the story of the pilots going. The second one, you had him going to teach the class, but also you had to have all the tie-ins to the first movie, the Penny Benjamin, the Rooster, the whole thing. That's over now. Now we have a whole new adventure. Now there's no more having to go back to the first one 20 years ago or whatever it was. Now it's just where we got Bob, we've got the girl, we've got
We don't
Glenn
care about.
Powell.
We don't care about Bob.
We do care about Bob.
No.
Bob
But
was the comedy relief in that movie.
I also think a lot of men like you are gonna go watch it with rose-colored glasses,
Yeah.
and no matter what, you're gonna like it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But for other people, if you can put aside that it's Tom Cruise and Top Gun, I don't think it's gonna be that great.
Has
of a
Tom
movie.
Cruise ever let you down in a Mission Impossible?
That's the big thing. That's what I was going to say. It's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise
His
doesn't
record.
make bad films.
And he doesn't need the money. It's not like he's doing it because they're paying him $130 million.
And he's not going to ruin it. He said, listen, we had a hit in the 80s. We did it again, and it was a huge hit. Are we really going to do it again for a subpar plot for just, the money?
Also,
so.
it's timely. We're in the middle of a war. We're in the middle of bombing nuclear sites in those wars, which is what Top Gun Maverick was about.
You're going back to the well one time too many.
No,
One
I'm
time
telling
too
you.
many.
I'm telling you, this.
How
is
many
it.
Legos can you steal?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maverick
Quit
dies.
while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Maverick dies in this movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it any better.
It does.
Maverick having a happy ending was way better. He flies off with the hot
Maverick
girl.
dies to save other people in this one because that's what
Nobody
Maverick
wants
does.
Maverick to die.
Yeah, nobody wants Maverick to die.
You want Maverick to end up with the chick and fly off, and that's like Top Gun 2 ended perfectly. Iceman died. You had it had emotion. It hit you in the feels. All this stuff. It did everything perfect. Move on.
Rooster dies. We find out at the
The
beginning
new
of the movie.
the son.
Yeah, so Rooster dies in a mission. Tom Cruise feels guilty because he let him fly the other one, and he got all these accolades and stuff. And they're like, well, Rooster could do it. So now Tom Cruise has to fly so fast around the world that he reverses time, Superman.
That I would watch.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You don't realize this Top Gun 3 is going to be the biggest obstacle for him ever. Because it's going to be him going to sign up for the VA.
Yeah, exactly.
That will be very difficult.
Yes.
I have waited in line 6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours to see the doctor.
Go out on a high note. You did it. You beat the odds. Sequels usually stink.
Especially like drawn out,
Yeah.
weighted.
The
you know what I
long-awaited
mean?
sequel.
This is Tom Cruise, John Hamm, Glenn Powell, Miles Teller.
We don't know if they're all coming back though.
But I mean, if that's what you had in the last movie right away.
Right.
If I said to you, Top Gun 3 starring John Hamm or Tom Cruise, John Hamm, you're crazy.
Doomed.
You're
doomed
crazy.
from the start.
This is going to be great.
Let the record show.
Eddie Murphy received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute, and Mike Myers showed up in full Shrek makeup to honor him.
Yeah, he was green.
The ceremony will be on Netflix on May 31st. Did you hear about? We talked about Chappelle possibly bringing the Chappelle show back.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show. Yeah.
So, do you know what the catalyst for that was?
No.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, really?
I guess Eddie Murphy had talked to Dave Chappelle and was like, "You got to bring the show back. Like that was so great. This and that." Chappelle said, "I'll bring it back if you come in." Is what Charlie Murphy used to do and do stuff whatever with
that
me.
would be great.
Yeah,
that
how
would
great
be
would
great.
that be?
I watched a rerun of Saturday Night Live where Eddie Murphy hosted.
Yeah.
And at the end on the stage was Tracy Morgan, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, and I thought that's something. That's the Avengers right there.
Yeah.
To see that together.
Was that the most recent one?
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
came back after David Spade made a man.
Yeah, he did Gumby and all that.
Yeah,
he was
I
good.
thought he was pretty good on
He
that.
was great. He went in there with the right attitude. Like he went in there wanting to be funny as opposed
Right.
to just being like, I'm Eddie Murphy, kiss my ass. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, if you were wondering, and we were, whether Iron Maiden was going to show up for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, anybody say yes or no?
I
Do you
think they should.
They should? Do you think
should.
they will?
I don't know Iron Maiden, so yeah, I think they're gonna say out of respect that they're good. If Oasis is going, Iron Maiden should go.
I will tell you that Bruce Dickinson had said, it's a bunch of bullocks and blah blah
right,
blah. and
right, but
all that
also
stuff.
they finally got in.
Yeah, Gio
I'm gonna say out.
Joe,
I'm going to say in.
Carmen.
Out.
Carmen's a huge Iron Maiden fan,
Yeah.
so she would
Yeah,
know.
I know him.
Iron Maiden.
I know him.
I know him.
It's a her.
Iron Maiden will not be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Suck
Told
it.
you.
because they'll be on tour in Australia. They're like, hey, listen.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. If they,
But
Yeah, they
a lot
could
of
make
people,
it.
a lot of people have switched around dates and done stuff to be there, whatever. But
Listen,
they're like, we don't need it.
right, they don't need it, and they're in Australia,
Yeah.
so it's not like they could fly back for a day and then go back. I mean, it's gonna take them 24 hours to
Nah,
get.
I
Bruce
think,
flies.
I think it's cool that they're sticking to it, not doing it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I wanted the other guys that, but I mean, they're playing because I know the other guys like Steve Harris was like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool to be inducted, this and that. So
I'm not totally convinced Oasis is going to be there, even though they said that.
yeah, they could pull a fast one
Yeah.
on them. Who knows?
Dude, I hope Oasis goes out in flames. I hope they go there and curse the whole time and fight with each other on stage and just give you what you
Yeah.
expect from them.
And then big WrestleMania weekend, right? A lot of stuff happening. A lot of Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll and
Yeah.
all the different things.
Jelly Roll put McAfee through a table.
Yeah.
And now McAfee's done with WWE.
That's what he says.
That's what his wife said.
Yeah.
And then McAfee was out there with Randy Orton and doing all that stuff. And then Randy Orton, didn't he kick him in the face or hit him with the belt or do something?
Yeah. Pat McAfee left on a stretcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
hope
was-
he's going to be okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he was going to not be doing a show today.
Well, do you know? Did Brock Lesnar retire
Yes.
after
That's-
losing at WrestleMania?
That's what it looks like.
Took his boots off right in the ring.
They're saying unless it's part of a storyline, sure looks like it. I saw him after the show, and they're all chanting "Thank you, Lesnar," and
Yeah.
him being very friendly. Brock Lesnar,
Yeah, he's retiring. I mean,
Very
yeah,
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Brock, he loves WWE.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, they made him a gazillionaire.
100%.
yeah. But he's not known for being a super sweet guy or anything.
No.
He still looks huge and has abs and everything. And he's got that weird hair.
I
Yeah.
gotta tell you,
He's a
I
scary
met
looking
him.
dude.
I interviewed him a couple times. Not sweet. Met him. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I met him. He was, very much, hey, all right,
Yeah.
kind of thing, whatever. It was quick and easy, whatever. But yeah, I thought for sure he was going to eat a kid or do something.
I'll tell you what. He put his arm around me and put his hand on the back of my neck. And I've never been held like that ever. Not even as a child.
Why?
Like that, never as a child has an adult done that to me. He just put his hand right on my neck, and I felt any minute he was going to pick me up and drop me.
He is a massive dude, and I really wish that UFC would have a super heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh.
that would be so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to watch that. Although they'd probably get gassed in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but still to see two giants go in there,
And then finally in news, the 2026 Polestar Awards went down last week, recognizing the best tours of last year. I have some of the different winners of the different stuff that we have
All right.
going on. Speaking of Oasis, Major Tour of the Year. They won Oasis Live 25 tour.
Sure, because they showed up to all the dates.
Yeah. The Rock Tour of the Year. Any guesses on Rock Tour of the Year? Metallica M72 World Tour that was right here in Tampa that we saw. Their no repeat weekend that they're doing out at the Sphere they're going to be doing, which is going to be huge. Hip Hop Tour of the Year.
Hip Hop Tour of the Year is Chris Brown.
No.
Wait, let me get Ursher.
You're thinking of Making Out with Married Women tour.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
unbelievable. The ladies that go up and what Chris Brown does them right in front of their boyfriend or their husband. I'm like, oh my.
They they pay for it.
Yeah, but those ladies, you're married ladies. Come on.
If my wife went to New Kids on the Block and Joey McIntyre got down on his knees and was singing to her and then kissed her, I would let her make out with him.
Really?
Make
Yeah.
out, make
Right
out,
in the face.
make
That's
out,
different than
or
kiss.
kiss on the lips, or kiss on the cheek.
I would let her make out with him.
No.
Listen to me. If I'm on stage and Britney Spears brings me up there and Britney Spears wants to make out with me, my wife would let me out.
Yeah, but Chris Brown's going to like third base with these.
By the way,
Yeah.
look at me. I didn't say Chris Brown.
No, I know, but I'm
for the
saying-
record, I didn't say Chris
you-
Brown.
What if Joey with a little,
Yeah,
No, I didn't say any of this. I said
that's what
make
I'm
out.
saying. Like you
Yeah, I
let
know.
him go to third
Honka
base.
honka.
Yeah.
gets caught up in the moment, little.
No, I don't want my wife to have sweet dreams of making sweet love to Joey McIntyre.
Well, make out
She
with
already
this,
does.
or this,
Yeah.
or this,
Oh,
or
I
this,
know she
all
does.
this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? I take it back.
Yeah.
Two of these, one of those.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
you're the old kid on the block.
If you think about it, like when I was a kid, nothing was sexier than Samantha Fox. You know what I'm saying? And with her big fake boobies and all that stuff. If I had the chance to make out with Samantha Fox, well, not now, but I'm just saying, my wife. If I came home and I said to my wife, "Hey, I made out with this girl that works at the radio station," we'd have a problem.
Yeah.
If I came home and I said Jennifer Lopez grabbed me and made out with me on stage, she'd be like, "Really?" Yeah, like I don't think she'd be mad at that. You don't think so?
I think she would look at you and go, "Gross."
Maybe, but I don't. She wouldn't be like, "We're getting divorced." Like,
If you made out with a Jennifer Lopez,
yes,
Yeah, because he's probably never seen Jennifer Lopez again.
Right.
It's
And
not
Jennifer
like.
Are you-
No, I mean I would if I had the chance to. But like, did you ever see that video of the guy who I can't remember what Janet Jackson brought like this nerdy black guy up on stage and
Yeah.
put him tied up his hands like in a cross, and then she was like massaging him and grabbed his
Oh,
junk and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that kid had the time of his life. You know what I mean?
Did you ever see? I think it was Nicki Minaj. The little kid, the little white kid. He was like probably 12, 13 years old, whatever. And he was like almost crying, like that he met her and stuff. And she brought him up on stage, whatever. And she's like, "Oh my God, you're so sweet." And she hugs him, and her cleavage is just off.
yeah.
And he puts his face and he looks at the crowd and smiles. And it's like pretty smooth. Way to go, Squints.
I don't think my wife would care, and if she,
I think she'd care, but I get what you're saying. She's
If
like,
if
he's never going to see Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez isn't like, I got to find that guy in Tampa, you know.
Don't underestimate. There was a meet and greet in Orlando that I got my wife to go to meet the New Kids on the Block. Her and her friends from New Jersey went, and they got to meet him. And if she would have came home from that and said, "Me and Joey McIntyre went into a closet and made out," that would be a problem.
Oh.
But if she said it was something like he leaned down during the concert and kissed her and they made out, or she shoved her tongue in his mouth, I wouldn't be mad at
So you rather have like hundreds of thousands of people watch them make out than them make out by themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's like one of those,
it's for the show.
for the show.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I get it. It's for the
Yeah.
it's for the show.
I've gotten lap dances on this show for the show reasons.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've done
I
a
get
lot
it.
of things.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of things for the show on the show.
Yeah.
Also, Carmen, I've been married for 23 years.
Right, I got
It
you.
kind of slows down a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's a little different.
I think she'd be more upset than you think for Jennifer Lopez.
Well, I'd like to ask. Let me see if she's available. I would like to ask her, Carmen. I heard your little alarm going off.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yes.
That's 2 minutes to the bone bonus keyword.
First
The
one.
First one of the week that we're going to be giving away $1,000. All you need to do is get the app, put your bonus keyword into the app, and sit there and wait for us to call you and tell you we won $1,000. It's as easy as that. Hopefully that'll happen here for you in the next 2 minutes.
So the hip hop tour of the year. Any guesses?
Hip hop tour of the year is the Wu-Tang Clan.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA Grand National Tour. Let's see. Pop tour of the year. Benson Boone.
Oh.
Does your daughter still like Benson Boone, or
No.
is she over?
Over it. Made
Over
me
it.
stand there for 2 hours in Janice Live with bad shoes on and a bad fat back, and now she doesn't even like him anymore.
Latin tour of the year. I bet you can guess that one.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Sanchez.
Country tour of the year is Chris Stapleton and Lainey Wilson. Comedy tour of the year. Who had the big comedy tour of the year?
Shane.
No.
Shane
Matt.
Gillis.
Oh, I was
No,
saying Matt Rife.
Matt Rife?
Yeah.
No, neither of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Stadium. I don't know.
Bert Kreischer.
I can give it to you without even saying an actual word.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, You're My Best Friend tour. Let's see. Who
Was that
else?
any good? Anybody go to that?
No.
I can't
No.
imagine that's any good.
I think
I had front row tickets.
Oliver
to go
went
see
to it, I think, and he said it was good.
No, I don't judge Oliver.
Was that just Adam, or is
No,
that
it was
Adam,
Adam.
with David Spade?
It was,
and
yeah, all
Didn't they have
of-
Rob Schneider on there too?
Yeah.
I don't want to see Rob Schneider.
No, neither do I.
Yeah. Residency of the year in the Sphere. Who had the best residency? I
You
mean,
too.
Turn your mic on.
You
for the
too.
love
It
of
is
God.
on.
What an
It
idiot.
wasn't
it is.
YouTube.
Oh, it is on
Yeah.
now.
Ow.
He thinks we can't hear that.
Yeah, it was not you two. No,
I don't
J
remember.
Lo.
no residency.
I don't remember who was there.
Mike broke the mic, so you can't talk to him.
Eagles.
Oh yeah, the Eagles.
Eagles. Yes. Let's see. And you got it coming up.
Here we go.
Oh, you want it?
Christ.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
This hour's keyword is gas.
Gas.
GAS. Head over to the 1025 The Bone Free app now and enter the word gas, GAS, before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours.
All right. Good luck. What were you? You thought you were about to say something, and Carmen thought you were telling her to
I'm
hit the
sorry.
thing.
Yeah. It was a
My
little
bad.
confusing, and then you just blew my eyes out of my face. Fan favorite live performer of the year.
Bad Bunny,
No.
live performer of the year.
Sabrina Carpenter.
No. Somebody is going to be at this show within the next month. I
Morgan
believe.
Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Fan favorite live performer. Not according to Mike's wife. She is shaking her head
miserable
now.
about it.
Yeah.
What?
Gio, can she borrow your microphone? Amanda, talk loud because you don't have headphones on.
Hi.
You excited about Morgan Wallen?
No.
No.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart for not making me go.
I haven't decided that you're not going.
Oh. All right.
Remember,
Probably
because you
shouldn't have
said
said
you
that.
might go.
I did. I did. I'll take one for the team if I have to because you do a lot of that stuff. But
Okay.
boy, do I not. I mean,
Perfect.
mixing.
Thank you.
No. Mixing on top of the driving and all that other stuff. The walking. I'm not. I don't like to do that.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's not why we brought you in here.
Okay.
I was saying that if you went to a New Kids on the Block concert
Mm-hmm.
and Joey McIntyre bent down and was singing a song to you, and you were singing it back to him, and please don't go, girl, and then he reached out and kissed you and started making out with you,
Mm-hmm.
I would not be mad at you.
Oh.
Like I
Put that in your pocket.
Yeah. All right. Like I'm saying I don't want it to happen.
Right.
And I'm not. It doesn't turn me on in any capacity. Like I don't want to see you with other guys or anything like that. But if you came home and you were like, "This happened," I would not be mad at all.
Why are you saying that? What do you want?
No, I don't want. I don't want anything. Why was I saying that? What were we talking about? Oh, Chris
We
Brown.
were talking
and the
about
Mega- yeah.
different tours and different stuff, and we were saying about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is just, and I'm going to use the
He's
word,
so
it
ghetto.
starts with a C, cucking guys, because like girls go up there and he's getting like third base with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
yuck. He's gross.
No, that's not gross. That's hot. If I was him and the people were paying me $1,200 to do that, I would do that all day.
Mm-mm.
Hot girl. One of the girls that he got in trouble for was a picture of him choking the girl,
Mhm.
which was weird because he had domestic abuse before.
Right.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
They're
Did
into
we
it.
forget that he beat up Rihanna?
No, we didn't forget, and he's still a bad person. But that girl that he is choking is one of the hottest girls I've ever seen in my life, and it's a hot picture. And I thought, if I'm Chris Brown and I'm charging these girls, hot girls, $1,200 for me to grab their ass and sit on my lap and all this stuff, that's you got to take that money while it's available.
I guess, but I mean, I just feel like the people that are paying him to do that are gross.
Are they though?
Probably.
Or well, like what though? Like what would you? I mean, it's hard because you're not really into Joey McIntyre anymore. But like, who's somebody that you would go see that you think is hot?
I think it's hot. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. A singer that's
Jelly
hot?
roll. I know you have a type. No, I don't know. So I was saying, if I went on stage and made out with Jennifer Lopez and came home and I'd be like, you wouldn't believe this, Jennifer Lopez brought me on stage and then made out with me. Would you be mad at that?
No.
Right, because it's fleeting.
Right.
And it's not like I'm going there to try to make out with Jennifer Lopez and then she's never going to call me again. Gio wants to know if I grabbed her boobies, would that make you mad?
I don't think so.
But I'd have to grab her butt, though, if it was available.
I think I understand.
Thank you. That's all I asked for
But
in
that's
life.
not really comparable to Joey McIntyre because he's kind of gross now.
Oh.
Like it would have to be a currently hot guy.
Not really, because I don't want you to be there with a currently hot guy. What I'm saying is that's the guy you've liked since you were a kid. That's why I'd let it go.
No, that's the guy I liked when I was a kid.
Right.
Not today.
Our son is named after him. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he's named after him.
I hope it's after my Uncle Joe, but I think you secretly gave in because of Joey McIntyre.
But Jennifer Lopez is hot now, and you like her now.
Yes.
Joey McIntyre is kind of an old man, and
Yeah, it would be better for him to make out with you than you to make out with him.
I don't think it's the same. I think you would be like scoring, and I would be like, ugh.
Gross out.
Yeah.
Who would be somebody that you'd make out with?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I don't really know.
Bieber? Would you like Bieber?
Maybe
Oh!
Bieber.
Baby Bieber. You'd kiss Baby
Maybe.
Bieber.
You know who I think is like kind of hot in like a weird way is Bruno Mars.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, we
he's
could
just
have problems there.
He's short.
I don't know, but he's so little.
I want to make sure I'm not kissing that King Cole over here.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know.
ASAP Rocky.
All right, now we're really good. Now we're good. Wait.
You should not have opened this door.
No, we've talked about this before. I can't believe that you find that guy attractive.
He is a very good-looking man.
I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta look and see what this guy looks like. I think we
you're not
talked
gonna
about this
like him.
before. No, I think I said he's handsome. Like I see it. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't that Rihanna's guy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I mean, if you can get Rihanna,
We can get
he's doing
Rihanna.
something right.
Yeah.
I did come close to Rihanna, like physically
I know
close,
you
not
did.
come close to getting Rihanna, but come close to standing, touching her.
I saw the picture.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. At least I know now if me and Jennifer Lopez ever have a opportunity, I don't have to pass that up to save our marriage. Yeah, and I can get a little of this.
I get it. It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Bye.
very much.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Enjoy Morgan Wallen. I think you're going to have a great time. What's that? I can't hear
I
you.
don't think we've decided that yet.
Can we decide it right now? Because the anxiety now is going to get on. It's going to weigh me
Okay,
down.
just go then.
No. I feel like honestly, can I be honest with you?
Yes.
Juliana would have a much better time with you.
I don't know.
They don't like hanging out with me.
They
I'm
don't
fat
want to
old
hang out
dad.
with me either. They
Yeah,
just
they
want to
do.
go.
Yeah, but it's cooler if they go with you. You're going to dress nice. You'll look hot. You'll be good for their aesthetic.
I will be so miserable.
Yes.
There's so many things about that that
Yes.
are not.
But this
for me.
was also your idea.
How do you not do in secret? You want to make sure that she's going and you're not going. Just go into Juliana's room and go, hey, this is what I'm going to wear to the concert. And just be wearing a big dumb hat with a vest.
And short shorts.
Yeah.
Short jean shorts.
Jean shorts.
You guys cool? You guys also wearing
Juliana
hats?
will be like, I want you to go. I don't want Dad to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do that too.
What's the date?
May 15th.
Oh, we got a Pipple Tyler gig that
Oh,
night.
we do. Yeah.
No,
Just
you
came
don't.
through.
We're going to get one now.
We're co-headlining with Jennifer Lopez.
Thanks.
It's going to be. It's really going to be like my hell. Can I say that?
Yeah. After 30 years, you're going to ask me if we could say hell on the radio? Yeah,
I don't
you're
know,
good,
but
yeah.
that's my hell, and everybody's going to hate me, and I understand, but I don't like country music. I just don't.
Yeah, but also it's the same thing as if I had to go. I talked to you about this. Like we talked to me about going to Wu-Tang Clan with you. I would have to sit there miserable for 2 hours watching Wu-Tang Clan.
But you didn't have to drive to Gainesville.
You also
UF.
don't have to drive to Gainesville.
Okay,
You
but
just have to accompany
Either way, it's
the
the
girls.
same thing. Okay,
All
nobody wants to hear about this anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What
You
if
just
right
go.
now we flip a coin and you guys say that's
Okay.
it? One time,
Okay.
flip a coin. Amanda gets to call it
All right.
in the air, and there's no argument. That is it. That is the
Can I
final
see the
thing.
coin?
I'm looking for a coin. Who has a coin?
Do you have a coin, Gia?
No.
Nobody has coins anymore.
No.
Do that. Isn't there like a flip a coin app?
I don't trust it.
Something. We gotta have something here.
I mean, I'm sure there's one inside the house, but then I have to leave.
All right. Well, we come back later.
you
with
want
a
me
coin.
to? You want me to think of a number? I can think of a number, and whoever gets closest.
Okay.
All right.
gets
Okay.
to do it.
All
All right.
right.
So it's going to be a number between 1 and 20. Okay, a number between 1 and 20, and you have to.
Oh,
whoever
or we
gets
have a
close-
coin. What would you rather do? Coin
Let me see
or
the
the
coin.
number?
Oh, it's a Buccaneers coin.
Uh-huh.
One side is a house, and the other side is a Buccaneers flag.
A house?
I don't know who gave it to me. I don't know what it is.
Do you want to do that, or you want to do closest to the number?
Maybe it's a college. I'm not really sure.
What do you want to do?
I
Flip
think
the
we
coin
flip
or
the
closest
coin.
to the number?
Flip the coin.
All right, flip the coin.
All right, let me take a break. I got to take a break. I got to pee, and we come back, and we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. Go get your $1,000 bone bonus happening right now. It's 102.5 The Bone. Playing Morgan Wallen is in the studio right now as my wife, and boy, what kind of show has this become where I'm putting you on the show every day? We are discussing the upcoming Morgan Wallen concert that is happening in Gainesville that my wife thought it was so important to get my daughter tickets for to go to the show because she does love Morgan Wallen. She loves all type of music, but she loves Morgan Wallen. Yes. And she is dying to go to the show, and I was 100% against it, and you bought those tickets at a very high price, and now you have to go to the show, or we're negotiating right now. However, there's been a third party entering the conversation.
Oh, all right.
Somebody said that we trust.
Yeah.
Said they will take Juliana and her friend to the Morgan Wallen concert.
Mm-hmm. Who?
But in return, we must take their child. Child swap.
Oh, I
Jojo?
know.
Jojo.
Yes.
I would let Jojo go, and I would take that kid in a second.
I would take that kid just for whatever. Every day.
All right. So what if we do that?
Oh my god.
So then we send Jojo. Let's just real quick though see what the outcome would have been if we flip the coin.
Okay.
Are you good with that? Sending
I think
Jojo.
So I need to talk to Juliana and make sure that there's not a reason that she wants me to be there.
Rather go with
I think she would rather go with Jojo.
Jojo.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So for the coin, it has like some sort of house building thing, whatever, on the front, and then the flag on the back. So house heads.
By the way, Jojo, if you're pulling our chain now, you just got us all very excited. We're gonna be very upset.
Don't do that.
All right. So
well, this is the backup in case Jojo's joking. This is good. One time, one flip. That's it.
Okay.
And you guys both agree that this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
So which one do you get? You call it? You want to call it?
I'm gonna call. Do I call it now?
You can call it in the air.
Okay.
Wait, and the house is heads?
House is heads.
What's on the other
flag
side?
Is tails.
So call house or flag.
I'm going to let it hit the ground. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm going to let it hit the ground and go. All right?
Okay.
So in the air, here we go.
Don't look at it yet. Don't just call it and then don't look at it. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Flag.
All right. Now, if it's flag, I have to go?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Mike wins.
I had some help. Listen, you got a backup, though. We got a backup on this.
I just don't like losing.
I know you don't. I don't like Morgan Wallen. So either you're going or JoJo's going.
So you're completely out.
I'm out.
You're out no matter what.
I roll the dice.
You may or may not be out.
Okay.
I
if
feel
JoJo
good.
doesn't
I
go,
feel
you
good
have
with
to go.
letting JoJo go.
I feel good about that.
Carmen,
Yes.
can you call JoJo?
Yeah, of course.
All right, hold on. We're
I
gonna
can't
Do
get
you
Here's
feel
JoJo.
better about JoJo going or Amanda and your daughter going and JoJo just comes over here?
That's fine. Yeah, you guys go. I'm gonna hang out with JoJo and Everly that night. Yeah, if JoJo wants to go, me and you will take Everly and we'll hang out with that kid.
We'll have the funnest day
We'll
ever.
take her to do fun stuff.
Yes.
We'll go to the
Go to
bouncy park.
Disney.
Yeah, maybe we'll go to Disney or we'll do something.
We'll do all the things that Juliana wants to do.
Right. No sense in punishing our child because she wants to go to Morgan Wallen. Jesus. All right. So we're in on this.
I think so.
All right. Well, let's get JoJo on the phone and find out if this is an actual.
I have to talk to G though.
Yeah, that's fine. Put on your headphones so you can hear
I
JoJo.
can't hear anything in there.
Yeah, turn the volume up.
volume thing there to your left. Not on the headphones, next to you. There you go. Is that working any better?
Yes.
All right. Is JoJo on line 2?
Line 2.
JoJo, welcome to the Mike Calta Show. JoJo? I can hear you.
Are you there?
Yeah, there you go. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you being real?
I am. Though I was just nervous, like if it's friends, I didn't know if the parents, because they don't know me, if they would not feel comfortable with some random person taking their children.
Well, two things. One, it's Pete's nephew's daughter, so it's not like it's somebody we don't really know. And two, you're not just some adult we found on the radio. You're somebody that we're friends with and we trust. And also, we have your kid as collateral.
Right.
Well, that's true. Although you might send her back.
No. I can't imagine that.
I gotta tell you, this would be.
Yeah.
This would answer all of our fears.
Now, are you doing this, JoJo, because you're just the sweetest person, or also you like Morgan Wallen? You're like, hey, free Morgan Wallen show.
It's a twofer. I am the sweetest person, but also I enjoy country music and Morgan Wallen. I think it would be a lot of fun.
All right.
I mean, it's in
I mean,
Gainesville.
technically I'm not driving, right? Yeah,
you're
but
not
I'm
driving.
not really.
You can get loaded if you want.
But don't lose my kid.
No, I would never. But yeah.
Tom will be there to wrangle everything. He'll be fine.
True. I'm sure he'll make a T-shirt.
No, we'll be good. It's just two girls?
Yeah.
I was too cheap. I only got 3 tickets.
Yeah, and I didn't even have
Well,
to go on that.
no, that's not cheap. But yeah, that's easy. I would totally do it.
All right. Well, let's try to put that in motion.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh gosh, thank you.
See you later. Tell that kid we're gonna have the best night of our lives.
Oh my
God. Good luck to you.
All right. See you later. There you go. There's JoJo.
Bye.
If you didn't love JoJo anymore, I mean, if you didn't think you could love her anymore, there you go.
Well.
All right. Well, that's
crazy.
That's enough of you. We got you. We got one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to go or JoJo's going to go.
Mhm.
Let's try and push for the JoJo thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you don't care because you're not going.
I'm not going. I'm out. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm fair and square.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for playing.
You're welcome.
Hit the road. Get out of here. We're done with you. Let me just tell you a little bit about Tom. For those of you who don't know Tom. Thank you. Tom, how would you describe Tom?
The nicest, dumbest guy.
100%. So I have this Sprinter that I've had for years, and it's getting to the point where things are starting to go wrong with it. And we've had some emergency engine type issues, whatever, that Stingray Chevrolet was able to figure out. But there's a lot of aftermarket stuff put in there, and there's a lot of fuses and wires and TVs and all that stuff, and because of that, it gets very confusing. So Tom takes it to MCOR, which is right over here on 41 and 54, and that's where we usually take it to fix everything that needs to be done and put in TVs and all that stuff. And those guys are great. Well, we needed it for this weekend, and Tom had an electrical problem. The electric inside the back wasn't working, so it was dark inside the cabin. Right. So Tom brings it to this local place, and he tells them that we're having some problems. They say, okay, let us look at it. So they say there's 18 screws. I'm making up words. The 18 screws, 13 of them were loose. So we tightened all 13 of them up. We fixed it all. They had it for like an hour or whatever. They did all this stuff they had to do. So they tell Tom it's going to be $300. What would you say?
Okay. That's I mean, you got to take a lot of panels off probably, and they fixed it and stuff. Okay. And you're already looking at least $90 an hour for, troubleshooting and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tom tells them no. Tom says that's ridiculous. That's too much money.
Okay.
and talks him down to $100. So I didn't even know that was possible to do. Tom's like, yeah, I told him, boss, that's too much money. All they did was tighten some screws, and they only had it for an hour. And I'm not. I told him I'm going to get fired if I have to pay $300. And I was like, what? That's what it costs.
I'm not surprised by this at all.
All I want to say is thank you to Formula of Sound is the name of the place. Formula of Sound, professional audio repair. They are the ones who took care of it. And I will tell you that Tom came and picked me up, and the minute he picked me up, the power went out again. Then drove us to Saigon Kick, and when we came out, the power was back on. I'm not questioning anything. All of a sudden, it was off, but it's on. It's working now, and thank you to Formula of Sound. They were nice enough to get us up and running.
By the way, they're listening to this right now, and they're saying, you're telling me the guy who lost 3 different Rolexes and has gift cards fall on his head, haggled over $300.
Right. I didn't haggle over it.
Our small business that we're just trying to get by.
That's why I said to Tom, please give me the name of their business so I could at least give them some love on the air, because Tom ultimately talked them down.
When Tom got us past the National Guard at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That was the day I said, I will never doubt Tom ever again.
No. No.
There's no coming back.
Listen to me.
No doubting Thomas.
No. The very first experience that I had at the Sound was we pulled up there and I said, Tom, get me into the goddamn backstage area as close as we can. Joking around. I was like, as close as we can. And Tom's like, you got it, boss. And then, we opened the door and we literally went from the door to the ticket taker's window. We were right there at the very front. I said, this guy's the best.
When we were at the Super Bowl, I was like, there's no way we're getting to Bourbon Street. It's impossible.
Right.
National Guard, they've got it all locked down.
Yep.
Armed guards with weapons.
Most
and
security.
tanks.
Machine guns.
And everything. And Tom got past it all and dropped us off right on Bourbon Street, just like he said he would.
Yes, boss. And he showed Galvin his wiener.
He said, I got Mike Calta here. We got to get past this blockade.
They know what's up.
Got to tighten those screws.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike. Hope you had a good time on the cruise and hope Carmen had a fantastic time at the wedding.
We did. Thank you.
Yes, both.
Unfortunately, I was going to go see a group in Orlando, but they canceled a Korean Idol group called Idol. They canceled on us.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear
Korean Idol.
What is Korean Idol?
No, the name of the group is called Idol.
Okay.
Oh.
And they're what, a K-pop band?
Yes, from the Cube. A Cube is a record label.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means, but I'm sorry you didn't get to go to the show.
And I'm going to miss BTS here. The $700 for 300 level seats.
That is pretty ridiculous. What brings you to the what makes you such a big K-pop fan, sir?
I love the choreography, and I love how they're able to bridge with all the regular idols. Like BTS has a song with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And the Wonder Girls did a song with Cardi B, Selena Gomez, and Blackpink.
I even watched K-pop Demon Slayer. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Demon Hunter.
Dragon Hunter, or whatever the face is.
Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunter. It's pretty good.
I did. I thought it was great. I was watching it with a kid who was watching it, and after a while, the kid left, and I still stayed there and watched the rest
Is
of
it
it.
animated?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's pretty good though. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry your concert canceled, sir. I wish I had BTS tickets to give you, but I do not.
That's all right. Maybe Blackpink will come to Ray J. If BTS can be in Ray J, maybe Blackpink can be in Ray J.
Of course. May I ask what your name is, sir?
Jason.
You are K-pop Jason from now on when you call this show.
Thank you.
All right, K-pop Jason. Good to meet you, pal.
Good to meet you.
Have a good day. Today is we just got a new one.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought he was trying to lean into BTS tickets, but no, he's just a big fan.
I don't have. I would have loved to have given that guy BTS tickets.
Yeah.
K-pop Jason, he would love to go. He was going to go see Idol.
You want to see if he wants to go see the new metal concert?
No, I don't think he does. Maybe he wants to go to Morgan Wallen with my kid.
Could be. Yeah.
How great would that be if JoJo goes?
Well, you're out no matter what. You're completely out.
You think I'm out. I'm out. I'm out as far as having to go.
So far, it's going great for you.
For me, yeah.
You're out. It's okay to make out with Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
Like, these are all W's.
Yeah, my wife no longer finds Joey McIntyre attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great,
These
too.
are all things that are working in my favor.
She did bring up the ASAP Rocky thing. That's not a positive.
Quite a surprise
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Happy 420, Michael.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
All that, and it's Hitler's birthday.
Yeah.
What a day to
Why
be.
you gotta bring us down?
What a time to be alive.
Holy smokes, man. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out, but you're right. Either way, it works good for me. Now I have to, honestly, if you just tell me fun things that I could plan with Everly now, we're going to have a ball. That kid's so much fun to hang out with. She's at the perfect age where she's at the age where I could take her to get popcorn and she thinks I'm great. You know what I mean? Just you want to go see a movie, and I'll take her to the movie and fall asleep in the movie.
Oh, by the way, speaking of movies, Bus Boys is out.
Anybody see it?
No, I have not seen it. I heard it's funny. I heard it's, just dumb funny.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go to the theater to see it.
Oh,
I think I might.
Yeah?
Would you
I think I
really?
might. Yeah, I think I might. I actually thought about it the other day. Sunday, I was like, oh, what time? And it was like 1:30. And I'm like, I should go. Maybe just cruise over real quick and see it.
That's the only time that it really is convenient, like a Sunday afternoon movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby's working on something. I don't even know. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know if I'm allowed to say what it is or whatever. But Bobby's working on something that could be released in theaters. And I say to him all the same thing. I'm like, well, just put it on Netflix or one of those things, But I guess people still do want to go to the theater.
Yeah, because Theo and David Spade are in this movie Busboys, and they paid their own money to get this made.
Really?
Yeah, Spade said I think it was around $3 or $4 million, and it was like their money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, because it's probably not hard to make 3 or 4 million back.
Yeah.
3 or 4 million. You know
I don't know. I don't know. By the way, speaking of Bobby, I sent you a picture. There was a guy over at the Magic game. I just sent it to the group. They were on it. I don't know, he was military or something, but they're like, oh, so and so, blah blah blah. And I looked up at the screen, and I thought
it looked just like him.
I thought it was Robert Kelly.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I looked up. I sent it to Bobby, and he goes, well, "What was I doing? Where was I?"
That's funny.
All right, 800-771-1025. We got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to play a game. We'll give some stuff away. We got a lot of stuff to give away, Carmen. We got Dave Matthews tickets. We've got. We don't have BTS tickets. Don't
We
want to
do
get everybody
not.
confused, but we do have a whole
Weezer.
bunch of other stuff. Weezer, and we don't have A$AP Rocky, but we have other stuff. Dude, Kid Cudi, that's what it was.
Yep.
We'll take a break and we'll do that next. And then after the top of the hour, Steve Sharippa from The Sopranos, Bobby Bacala is going to join us on the program. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. That is my low blood sugar alert, Galvin.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know what
Are
is
you
going
wearing
on.
something?
I am. I have one of those little thingy things on my arm.
Oh, okay.
And I connected it over the weekend, and so I've been having what I was assuming all these years was panic attacks, where I would have this moment where I just all of a sudden feel like I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like an empty feeling inside, and I just kind of get a little. And lately, it's gotten worse. And the panic attacks don't usually happen to people who have panic attacks at night, but mine would happen while I was sleeping. And my wife, who is not a doctor, but it's kind of close,
Is a doctor.
has diagnosed me with having low blood sugar. So one day after the show, a couple of weeks ago on a Friday, I went in her office, and we were about to get on a conference call with the financial guy. And she was sitting behind the computer. I was sitting across from her, and I just was feeling very lethargic. I didn't feel good. And then I put my hand down on my head like this, like my head down on my hand, and I was sweating ridiculously. And then I just passed out. Now, I don't know if I passed out because I was tired, passed out, or if I passed out for other reasons.
Right.
But I passed out. And she was talking to me, and she was like, Mike. And I finally was like, oh, I didn't hear what she said.
Really?
So I went to the doctor. I went to the cardiologist. Everything was good there. And then I went to my regular doctor, and he said, I want you to wear this thing to test your blood sugar. And now my blood sugar has been really low. And we went to Saigon Kick on Saturday, and the whole way on the way to Saigon Kick, I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I just feel like total garbage. And then Pete got a pretzel, and I ate a small piece of his pretzel, and it was like somebody gave me a line of cocaine. I was like, ta-da.
Yeah.
I'm back immediately.
Crazy.
So, yeah, at least I got, I'm on track now, and I know it's something's going on. But now that little alarm goes off whenever my blood sugar is low. So sorry.
So I thought
sorry I alarmed you.
So it's not just a night then.
No, it's not just a night. If I'm not eating or, I don't know. I don't really. It's the second day that I'm wearing it, so I'm not really sure what the deal is. I have to go back to the doctor and find out.
Is there? Yeah, because is there a specific thing that they're like, hey, if this goes off, have some of this or some of that?
So last night it went off. It was in the 60s, and it was supposed to be like 70 to 100. So they said it's low, but it's not. Worry about it low, but you could start experiencing some discomfort. So they call it 15 and 15. You're supposed to have 15 grams of complex carbs. Wait 15 minutes and then check it again. Yeah. I'm getting old, Galvin. It's starting to break down.
And what are they calling this?
I don't know.
Is this hypoxema or is this hypoglycemic or is it?
I have no idea.
Huh.
It's right now. It's probably pre-diabetic. So we'll wait and see how it pans out. But Gio, just know that this is in your future. Just
Why Gio?
You know why. You know why.
Yeah.
Burger guy.
Somebody who had a Whopper and Whataburger in the same weekend.
I just left the room because my nose was bleeding everywhere.
Really?
Nose was bleeding.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Too much iron from the hamburger.
I don't know. I looked down and there was blood on my phone and blood on the desk. What is happening?
When
You
was the
know-
last time you got a nosebleed?
I couldn't tell you. It's that never happens to me.
Outside of something being cut in my nose, I have had one nosebleed in my life, and that's because Timothy Harrell punched me in the nose. Other than that, I've never had a nosebleed.
Yeah.
In my life. My brother used to get nosebleeds. The wind would blow and his nose would bleed.
Yeah, I used to get them every once in a while. Not like crazy, but I can't remember the last time I had one.
Juliana gets them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, their nose just starts bleeding like
My
that.
son would get them all the time, but I can't recall last time.
Yeah. Well, it's all downhill from here, Gio.
Man to hit you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have like superpowers like 11 on Stranger
is that
Things.
what happens?
Yeah,
You're overpowered with emotions.
I just looked down. There was blood dripping on my phone. I go, what the hell?
What time is Bacala?
9:10.
Oh, so we have time.
Yeah.
All right.
Right
Carmen?
at 9:10 though. We're joining his thing.
Carmen?
Yes.
Carmen?
Yes.
Let's give some stuff away. Here we go.
Okay, everybody, this is Maury Povich, and it's time to play Who's My Baby's Daddy?
Lord, I've been done had too many babies, honey. Who is my baby daddy? Sue.
All right. It is time to give some stuff away. Let me get a contestant on the line. Let's go to this line. Whoa, very loud. Good morning. Good morning. Who's this? That's too loud. Sorry, sir. Good morning. Who's this?
Cameron.
There you go, Cameron. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm great. You got any kids, Cameron?
Yeah, I got one.
All
but
right.
she's definitely my kid. I'm a redhead and she's redheaded.
All right,
so
that's
there ain't no
probably,
doubt.
probably yours then. Well, let's find out if this person is or is not the baby's daddy. Let's hear her side of the story first. Here we go.
Being a mother at 14 is really, really hard. Taking care of a baby and trying to keep my 4.0 average is impossible. And what makes it even harder is Xavier, he denied my child. He promised to love me. He promised to help me with the baby. Then he left me and got more girls pregnant. Xavier is 17. He could chill with his friends. He could do anything he want to do. While Xavier is out having a good time, I'm at home warming bottles, changing Pampers and everything. When you're as young as me, you need help. I need help from my baby's father, which is Xavier. But instead, my mom has to do his job.
Xavier's a punk. When I see Xavier and his mother today, I want them to know that this baby's a part of their family too.
Xavier needs to get over himself. It's not about him. It's about our baby.
All right, she says Xavier is the father of the baby at 14 years old. Would say my worst nightmare? I would think that'd be pretty close to it, yeah. I mean, part of me would love to have a grandchild at this age, but not from either one of my kids. All right, let's find out from Xavier and find out what he has to say for himself.
I am 17 years old. I have a big future ahead of myself. Laquita thinks I'm the baby's father? There's no way.
I am behind my son 100%. I do not believe that he's the father of Nikita's baby.
Laquita is trying to pin this baby on me because she's in love with me. But she's a bust down, she's a liar, and she's deceiving. Laquita wants me to be the father of this baby because I'm a handsome looking guy, I got good talent, and I got swag. Swag that nobody can get.
I am not getting emotionally involved with this child because that is not his baby.
Anybody else hearing what I'm hearing?
What are you hearing?
He is calling her Laquita, and she is calling her Nikita. Will you play that again, Carmen?
Yes.
I am 17 years old. I have a big future ahead of myself. Laquita thinks I'm the baby's father?
No, he's
There's
saying
no
Nikita.
way.
Let's hear it again.
I am behind.
Go back.
Laquita thinks I'm
Nikita.
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 And she said Nikita.
Laquita thinks I'm the baby's.
Yeah, he's just
yeah.
not,
He got too much swag. Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of swag on him. All right. You heard her side of the story and his side of the story. Is Xavier the father of the baby? Cameron, I ask you, yes or no?
Yes.
Galvin?
I got to tell you, once you have relatives, sister, mother, all that type of stuff involved, but they both kind of had that and stuff, I'm going to say he's not.
You say he's not?
Yeah, I'm going to say he's not.
You say she's at 14 sleeping with more than one person.
He's got a lot of swag.
All right. Gio?
Yeah, he says he's handsome with swag. That means he's, doing it.
So you say yes?
Yes, he is the father.
I also say yes, he's the father. Handsome swag. He's laying pipe everywhere and not caring about what the results
of ego.
is. Yeah. All right, let's check in with Maury Povich and find out if Cameron's right. Says he is the baby's father. Here we go.
When it comes to 5-month-old Nehemiah, Xavier, you are the father.
Congratulations, Cameron. You are the winner. I will put you on hold. Good thing that you stood by your redheaded baby. We don't have any of these problems.
Thank you, Mike. Y'all have a good day.
You too, buddy. He is on line 4, Carmen. There
Got
you go.
it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a guy he's bragging about and hooking up with chicks.
He's banging them and just not caring about it. And that mother said she's not getting emotionally attached to the baby because it's not his. I mean, now she's got a grandchild that's got to grow up knowing that the grandmother and the father didn't want the child in the whole first place.
At 14, what a nightmare.
14. How old's your youngest?
I don't want to tell you. none of your goddamn business.
Which one do you make more than one?
That's my older daughter.
Your older, and how old is she?
I don't want to tell you. It's
What?
none of your goddamn business. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. They're minors.
Yeah, it would be disastrous.
It would
Listen,
be.
I got one. I understand how it would be like.
I couldn't imagine.
I have one child of my own, but I have like 4 in the friend group. If any of those girls, I would be devastated for all of them.
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't think of anything worse.
No. Carmen,
Yes.
be honest with me.
Okay.
How old are you when you started letting boys diddle you?
Oh my god.
Like be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. Like what base and how old?
Oh, like I mean, when we started doing things under the clothes, I would say that was like 7th grade.
Oh, what a hussy.
Like right now.
It wasn't just me. No, not right now.
No,
I'm
I'm saying
35.
no, my daughter's age.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was under, not even on top of the clothes.
On top that because that was that's like 6th grade.
Stuff advances more and more. I mean, there's so much stuff out
But
there.
certain stuff goes back too. Like my daughter says, and not just to me, she's pretty honest with me. I asked her if she's ever held hands with her boyfriend. She said yes, that they hold hands at school. And I said, have they ever kissed? And she said no. And if they're not kissing, what? You think she's lying to me, or
Could be.
They're not going to tell.
It's-
She's not going to tell you.
I don't know whether I've never heard of a teenage girl lying to her father. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
but I'm not mad at that, and she knows that wouldn't make me mad.
That's not the reason she's avoiding it.
She's oh man, you guys are not making this easy for me.
yeah, I don't know if I'm a teenage girl or is she 13 now or
She's 13.
yeah, I don't know if I'm telling my dad with the #1 radio show that I'm kissing boys.
But what
You
if
know what I mean?
What if my? Well, first of all, there is a difference. There are things that I won't talk about. None of those have ever happened yet, but I do. I'm in. Oh, geez,
Yeah, I don't think the girls rush to tell dad.
Not rushing, but I specifically asked. So now she's lying to me.
Oh.
No, she's not lying.
No, I'm saying if she did, then she would be lying. Whereas opposed to saying, like, we had our first dad teenage daughter moment on Saturday. She walked in. She was going to her boyfriend's house, and she walked in, and she was wearing a sports bra type tank top. No, but I think she was going to put something, but it was pushing everything up. And I go, you, why do your boobs? I go, why do your boobs look so big? And she goes, gross. I go, well, you're gross for wearing that shirt.
You're right
Yeah.
for shutting that down.
Yes, right?
100%.
Oh,
By the way,
give her
correct-
body insecurity.
Correct response. Tell her you're gross. Your boobs are gross.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't say gross.
I only said gross because she said gross
Yeah,
first.
that
She
makes-
said gross, and I grossed her back.
There's many times when I've said, you're not leaving the house like that.
Yeah, she didn't look like slutty, but it didn't look appropriate.
No,
for
it's just
anything.
not appropriate.
Right?
Yeah.
And
for someone who's 13.
now last night or yesterday afternoon, my daughter and her friend went to the gym, and my daughter came out and she had little shorts on, and I go, "You're not leaving the house in those little shorts," and she goes, "Shut up." And Amanda, I looked at Amanda and she goes, "Those are gym shorts. You work out in those." I go, "Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'll. You're a parent. I'll take it."
They make long gym shorts.
I know, but look, Amanda is cooler than I am, and she's also a woman. So if she feels it's okay, then it's okay.
Yeah, she's trying to get ASAP Rocky.
I've said to my wife before, am I crazy here? And if she says yes, I'll say, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know Amanda's the voice of reason, and also I am uncool, and I know nothing about fashion. So I'm trying to be fair in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't like
But
it.
also, you want your daughter,
to be whoring it up.
Yeah, ass cheeks hanging out. And then
I know out of her
she's
friends
doing
who the whore friends
Carmen diddling stuff in
Yeah,
7th grade.
Yeah.
First off, I was not the only one. There was girls having sex.
Oh, because one girl has sex, every girl has sex?
Nah.
No, I'm just saying.
Weren't you like at a small town, though? Everybody's bored, nothing to do. Let's diddle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were always playing 7 Minutes in Heaven, and
Yeah. Everybody
sneaking
knows
off.
everybody.
Exactly.
7 Minutes in Heaven was a great game.
What is 7th grade? How old is 7th grade?
13.
13.
13,
Okay.
12, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it wasn't like you're just kind of like, hey, what do you got under there? Because you're learning. Because you're
What's
learning. Well, you're learning about it in health. You know what I mean? Like 6th grade is when you finally,
It's going to peak.
get to see some stuff in health class, and then you're like, oh, that's what you got. You want to see what I got?
It's so
That's-
funny. It's so funny. We were already like doing stuff, but I remember a girl in the car one time asking the guys, it was her and like 3 guys, me and 2 other guys, asking us about what it was like when we were aroused. Like
Yeah.
what it
Well, let me show
and
you.
this and that. 100%. 100%. You want first-hand experience?
Firsthand.
Well, first-hand, second, you know.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't like
it's-
this at all.
It's very weird at that time because of like girls, like we don't have a part that does anything like
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how does it feel when you go to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're curious.
All right,
And
this
then-
conversation's starting to bug me now.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
making me
well-
feel nauseous.
I mean,
Make my nose
We
bleed.
have daughters. I feel like my nose is going to start bleeding any second now.
Oh,
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back from break, we're going to be joined by Steve Sciarippa. You know him best as Bobby Bacala from The Sopranos. What a nice, fun, lovable guy. And he is joining us next to talk about his new book he's got out. It's a children's book. It's about him and his little doggy. And if you haven't seen him, you follow him on Instagram. You can see pictures of his little dachshund.
It was on 2 of your dad's favorite shows.
On Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods also,
Blue Bloods,
yeah. Sopranos and Blue Bloods.
All right, we'll talk to him next. It's Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Shortstop for the Montreal Expos, Ian Beckles is here. Are you rocking an Expos hat and jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all the positions, shortstop. I think
Yeah,
that would be the
that's-
last one.
The best one.
I guess catcher.
You catcher, first base, outfield,
Yeah.
shortstop.
Listen, the best position to be on the team.
Why is that?
The great Derek Sanderson Jeter. It's the hardest position to play. It's out center field or shortstop.
You're so jaded.
What do you mean?
Center field is harder to play than shortstop.
Yeah,
It
because
is.
you're covering more ground in the outfield, but you have a left fielder and a right fielder. And then shortstop, you're covering second base, third base, the shortstop area. I mean, you got a lot of work to do.
There was other players that played, you know.
Besides who? The great Derek Sanderson Jeter?
Yes.
Yeah, there were a few good
He won
ones.
the World Series all by himself.
By himself.
There were a few good ones.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
By the way, I was in my hot tub as the show started.
Yeah. You go morning hot tub?
Yeah, I get up at 6 and I get up in the hot tub first thing.
You do? And does
Yeah.
that give you health benefits or you just
It
feel
just wakes
comfortable?
my body up.
Okay, because
my
that would
body-
put me right back to sleep.
Creaks when I get up.
Yeah, I
so
feel
I
that.
got to get it going. And I too have lots of anxiety when your theme is getting to the end. Because I've done your show.
Right.
And I joke and I said, I don't know when to come in. It's kind of like, you ever see black girls doing double dutch? Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. When it gets to the end, I go, oh no, what's going on?
Or what Ian's referring to is this morning the theme song ran, and then we went to go live, and I said, "Hey, good morning, it's the Mike Calta Show," but there was complete silence, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. It turned out it was my microphone is not working, so I had to switch to another microphone in the studio. But I don't know how that happened. The power has gone out at least 5 times in this area in the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. The power was down and the cable was down for a while. Then it was just the power. And thankfully, my generator is working, so the power went off. The other day, I was taking a nap, and I'm taking a nap, and then my sleep apnea mask goes off. So I go like this. I go, and then all of a sudden, the generator kicks back in, and I can breathe again. So it's very weird.
It's a weird story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's what when you're dependent on that air. Your body's used to it while you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden it shuts it down.
So your big breath generated the kicked it back on?
No.
That's what I heard.
No, he took a big breath. He took a big breath because it was out, and then it kicked back on.
Okay, I was like, wow.
Yeah,
That's a big
no.
breath.
No, I wish I had the power to turn the generator on and off with
Did
my
you
deep breath.
did you get everything recalibrated and stuff? Pete took a look at the diagnostics and stuff, and he said, "You're losing 98% of your air."
I don't know. Between Dr. Pete, Dr. Amanda, and Dr. D, the only real doctor, he's the one that I trust.
And when you have an episode and you look to your best friend for a snack, you should probably hang out with people to eat fruit instead of, Pete who's eating like White Castles and stuff.
Pete's snack saved me, though. My sugar was low.
What if you had a fruit?
Yes.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying?
But you're at a concert, nobody's handing out pineapple slices, your pretzels and
Pat might pull some apple slices
That's
out of his
true.
pocket.
By the way,
all the people.
I'm assuming Reggae Rise Up had pineapple.
Oh,
slices there.
there's so much pineapple,
right?
Might be true. We're going to be joined in a couple of minutes by Steve Sciarippa, who is best known as Bobby Bacala from The Sopranos, who's been coming on this show for a long time. Hold on. There we go. I think he's joining us now. Who's been coming on the show for a long time.
Recording in progress.
There. Hold on. Now
There he is. What's happening, man? You see me?
I see you. How are you doing, buddy?
What's going on? How are you?
I was just explaining this. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you've been on this show several times, and starting years and years ago, because of our relationship with the great Dom Irera, who had to smoke you out and get you to come on the show for us at one point.
Yeah, Dom, he's not doing so good.
I hear that. But he put his time in, man. He's a good guy.
Yes, he's a very good guy, and he's having a rough time, unfortunately.
Now, what am I looking at behind you? Is this your house? Is this your office? What do you have?
This is my office. Yes, sir.
That is a bunch of
Bono, Tony Bennett,
nice.
Tony Danza.
All the Tonys.
What do we got? We got Sinatra somewhere. Sinatra.
Wow.
We got Matt Damon,
And the great Pine Barrens episode?
Willie Nelson.
Oh, nice.
Barrens. This was at Jim Gandolfini's. I don't know what you could see, what you can't.
Yeah. I see it. I see it all. It's great. I got to tell you, it's look at that. Yeah, there you go.
You got the Emmy Awards.
Nice.
I ran up. I beat everybody. I told everybody, you better move. We got Clint Eastwood over here.
Look at that. Who's the one guy that you got that met like sometimes I'll meet people that listen to the show, like athletes that live in the area or something, and I'm surprised that they're like, who's the one person you met that you're like, I can't believe they know who I am.
Oh, there's been a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens even now. Yeah. I told Michael Imperioli, we did our podcast, and I said, you never know who's listening, and then we've had, I just can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Numerous celebrities have come up to me and said, man, I love the podcast.
No kidding.
And I said, Michael, I told you, you don't know who's listening to this.
Yeah.
You got two idiots talking about the show that we did, 15, 20 years ago. And I said, you don't know. And we've had a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you got the Sopranos, you got Blue Bloods, you've had quite the career, and didn't start out as an actor, right? Were you booking comedy clubs?
I was entertainment director at the Riviera.
Yeah,
in Las Vegas. I booked all the acts. I started out with the comedy club, and then I booked everything there, and that's how I started. A couple of comics put me in some of their little HBO special, a couple little things, and Lenny Clark.
Yeah.
Lenny.
Yeah, I know Lenny.
Lenny Clark, Kevin Pollak, Bruce Baum. So I started out that way, and then I, was dabbling with stuff. I took some classes. Then I went and auditioned and got lucky.
Well, I got to tell you, to talk to you and know you as a guy as confident as you are and as powerful as you are off the air, when you see you as the docile Bobby Bacala, I mean, you really put a lot into that character, and then watching that character grow over the seasons was awesome. And that Pine Barrens episode, I know that bugs David Chase for some reason, but everybody loves that episode. It sticks out, and every time I put on any hunting gear, I always tag you in it because I look just like it.
What is he? He don't like the Pine Barrens?
Everybody's always asking him about the Pine Barrens, and I saw he's such a curmudgeon. That guy. It seems like he's miserable at everything, but he doesn't want to talk about the Pine Barrens.
He is truly a genius.
Yeah,
truly. But yeah, he's a little grumpy at times. But he was a guy that, which was amazing. We started the podcast, right? And the podcast was long gone, but we started it right during COVID, and we had plans earlier, so it just worked out that way. And after like the third one, I got a call from him, and I'm going, is this guy going to call? Is this guy going to do? He call and yell at me?
Yeah.
I like what we're doing. And he just loved it. And listened to every episode. Came on 3 times. Came on the show 3 times. And he loved what we did, Yeah, he's a little grumpy. He's very, very smart. And listen, you got a whole new audience watching this show.
He gave us.
You got kids in their late 20s and their late teens, early 20s. They're watching The Sopranos. We just came off a UK tour. Me and Michael, we did 14 shows in 10 cities, 27,000 people.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There's a hunger there. Here we are, 19 years after the show ended.
Yeah,
So-
still doing it.
Still, the show is still doing it.
Still talking about it. Still,
I guess he's earned the right to be a little grumpy.
We're talking to Steve Sharippa, who I see over your left-hand shoulder. There's a picture of you and Willie, your dog, who I do follow and see on Instagram. Now, where do you get him? He's a California dog. You're in New York. How do you guys hook up?
Well, I had a house in California.
Okay. And you adopted him there, or you bought him there, or whatever?
Yeah. We bought him from a breeder.
Yeah.
And he's a beach dog. And now I have a beach house in Rhode Island. And he's, we started out just, we used to make videos. You know, like on Fridays with Blue Bloods. The cast did it, hey, tune in tonight, CBS, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I hadn't done mine. It was about 4 o'clock. I told my wife, we got to do it. He's sitting on my lap. I'm eating popcorn near the water. My wife puts the camera. He sticks his head in the bag while I'm giving it. Right? He pulls his head out and goes back in. We posted it, and then he gets millions of views.
Yeah.
The dog is beloved. He's got over 100 million views. We don't monetize it, nothing like that. I do it for we just have fun.
Yeah.
He eats everything. He loves to eat, loves to go to restaurants. And I wrote this book about him. We're trying new foods. He takes me around New York City. I only eat Italian food. He takes me to the most diverse food city in the world. And it's a lot of fun. Try new things is the message for kids.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of book signings tonight here in Manhattan, and a bunch of signings all week. We're doing the Today Show tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Kelly Clarkson tomorrow. So
how is Willie with the lights and the tea? Are you going to find out the hard way?
he's a ham. No. He did an episode of Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
He's done an episode of Blue Bloods. He'll be all right.
The book is called Willie Boy Eats the World, and it's great for kids. It's you take him around, and he's showing Steve different type. Takes him to a Thai restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, and makes him try different foods. There you go. Willie Boy Eats the World.
Beautiful book. I'm in it. Willie's in it, and there you go.
Yeah.
New York City is a background, and it's a lot of fun. This has been fun because this is not like I've written other books. You got to get on the New York Times list. So you got to do this. You got to do that. This has been fun, and it's going to be fun, and it'll last a long time and give kids a message. And
what's the best way for them to get it? Is it the same thing they get Amazon, or the best way?
It's on Amazon. It comes out tomorrow in all bookstores. You could go to KashicBooks.com, the publisher, or look on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Steve Sharippa Official. All the information's there, and but Amazon. That's how most people get their books, right? Everyone's lazy.
Yeah.
No one wants to go out.
I want it in 2 days. That's the problem. I need it now. If I can find it, I want it in 2 days. Let me tell you, Sopranos guys, you got to realize a lot of us Italian New Yorkers have moved down here to Florida. Start doing some of these book signings and these tours down here in the South. You never make it all the way down here.
I don't get to Florida much.
I know.
Me and Mike, I was there last year in Miami. Me and Michael did a few spots for San Pellegrino.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've been down there in a number of years. I don't know. I just don't get to Florida much.
Well, just know you have a fan base here. This is almost like witness a relocation down here. A lot of New Yorkers have moved down here, and we love you guys. And it's great to see you. And follow Steve on Instagram and check out Willie Boy Eats the World. It's available starting tomorrow. It's a great book for kids. You can support Steve and you can teach the kids at the same time. It's great to catch up with you. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Take care, Mike.
All right, good talking to you. There you go. The great Steve Sharippa, everybody. There you go. I like doing the video thing.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's so much better than I know when I'm talking on the phone and I hear silence for a second, I freak out. When I'm looking, I can at least say, "Oh, there you go."
By the way, I'm looking at the book on Amazon, and it's of course author Steve Sharippa, also a guy who is a journalist, helped him with it, Philip Lerman, and then Willie Boy.
Willie
He's
Boy.
an author.
Willie Boy, sure.
He's on there.
Yeah, that's the thing when when he said his Instagram gets millions of hits and he doesn't monetize it because he's doing it for the joy of doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the guy truly loves his dog and he's out there hanging out with his dog, eating all the time. So I like that guy. He was good. He came on the show with us the day after the Sopranos,
right?
Episode
which was huge.
Ended, which is we had not one but two guests from the Sopranos on That was huge.
We've established that everybody loves their dog on the show, but you.
I do love my dog.
Not the same.
Not the same as you guys do. I don't know why.
I mean, they love their dog.
Like, I didn't pick my dog out. I didn't go get the dog. The dog is a rescue dog that we rescued from a family that should not have had that dog.
So it's acquaintance then?
Yeah, but also that's how you get a dog. Like you chose, yes,
I don't
we're
like the
going
way
to
you're
take this
talking.
dog.
I don't like the way you're talking about the dog.
Yeah.
Like if your significant other, you were talking about her like this, would she like it?
No, but I wouldn't. I don't feel that way about her as I do about the dog. I don't want the dog to lick me. She can lick me all day.
But also, that's like saying, I don't know, Amanda lived with these two old people, and then I went and got her from there.
What I'm saying is, I do love the dog. I love hanging out with the dog. I love petting the dog. But after a while, the dog becomes a pain in the ass. I just want to relax, and the dog's constantly got its snout in my face.
That's not love what you're saying.
Well,
You didn't have dogs growing up either, did you?
I did not.
Yeah. So I don't think you're used to, like, dogs are very needy.
Yeah.
You know, dogs are like 2-year-old kids that are always 2 years old.
But Hazel is the opposite. Hazel just goes and sits on the couch, leaves me alone, doesn't do anything. Every once in a while, I'm like, want to eat? Want to go outside? And Hazel's like, yeah.
You tolerate your dogs. If you say, well, I loved Amanda, but she licked me twice, and then I just put her, you know what I mean?
I don't tolerate them. I enjoy them. I enjoy them just to a certain point. Yeah.
That's not love, though. Don't use love again.
All right, maybe I won't say love.
Good love.
I like my dogs a lot. They're pretty good dogs. That better? Whatever. I saw a lot of old Buccaneers over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I don't get invited to that anymore.
You don't?
I don't know what I did to the All Stars.
You don't even get invited?
I don't know. I don't know. I just got. I used to be in the loop. I'm not in the loop. Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
You know,
Rich is pretty fair with that stuff.
Rich is. I mean, I always thought me and Rich were good.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna
maybe
do
I'm not.
investigating.
I'm not on a show. Maybe I'm not big enough anymore.
I mean, you're on this show. This is
Jason
the biggest
Manecki
show.
got invited.
Jason Manecki and Mike have been tight since back in the day.
It's funny when you bring up Jason Manecki because I love Jason Manecki.
Yeah.
He's just good folks. I love him now. Back in the day when we played, I hated Jason Manecki.
Why? Were you coming up behind you?
Well, no, he was a defensive lineman.
Oh.
He was a backup defensive lineman. So he's the guy I practiced against.
Gotcha.
And they'd be in his ear in practice, talk about this is your game day.
Right.
So he's playing game speed. I'm trying to exist.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are two different worlds.
Yeah.
So Manecki's all frothed up, and I'm just trying to get by practice, and I got to do this back. And I hated him, but I loved him, but I hate him. But I see
So
him, I
what
give
do
him
you
a
do?
big hug.
Coming at you hard and just wearing
Have you
you
seen
down?
the size of his head, though?
He's a monster.
His head is like, in the world of big heads, he has a big head.
Yeah.
And he just headbutts, and he wasn't a move guy. He just headbutted you and tried to run you over. As you can see from him,
he's a
not
large man.
He's not a finesse guy.
It was I saw Joe Jaravicious. He looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I don't know. There was a bunch of people. Warwick Dunn was there.
Yep.
Riddell Anthony. Yeah, it was a lot of good.
Has Riddell Anthony ever heard you talk about him on air?
I don't think I ever talked about Riddell. Have you heard?
Haven't you talked about Riddell?
No.
Isn't it him being blessed?
No, that's the other speedy guy.
Jacquez Green.
Jacquez Green.
I don't know the difference.
I do. It's about 3 inches. It is about 3 solid inches. It's the difference between a black and a python. He's Jacquez Green, and Jacquez has heard that before.
I'm sure.
One time I talked about it, and then he hit me up on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't really know him, but it was,
It's like the Tommy Lee roast. Please stop talking about my huge penis.
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah, but-
I can't imagine Jacquez Green got mad that I'm telling the world how big his penis was.
No, they said that he heard it and he actually used it to turn the radio on. He just hit it a couple times.
Yeah. No, it was good to be out there and not golf with everybody.
Yeah,
and
golfing-
also, I want to point out the name of there was a company guys I golf with that do replacement lenses for sunglasses and other glasses. It's called Fuse. I said Fusion. It's called Fuse. And I want to fix that because people started sending me emails asking me about what the name of the company was. It's called Fuse, and I believe they're in Palm Harbor.
The power of the radio.
Yeah. I forget about it.
People always ask me, you golf? And I always go, I'm too old to golf. And they laugh at me. They go, well, old people golf.
Sure.
And that's I thought about that. I can't think of something that I could do less than golf. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you put a golf club in my hand and you say, Ian, swing it, I don't think I can even start a swing.
Really?
Which is
Bad
weird.
shoulders?
My
or-
shoulders are so
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Like when I mean back, like my left shoulder ain't doing it no more.
Could you do it when you were younger?
Oh, I was a golfing fool back in the day.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say, you're an athlete, and that's a good way. That's a good barometer to see if somebody's an athlete. Check out their golf swing.
Well, I broke 80.
Yeah.
And you know, the percentage of golfers that break 80 is, it's a minuscule number. And I was a guy who could hit it, and I golf with Mark Royals all the time, and he still says, I've never seen anybody hit an 8-iron further than, like, I can hit an 8-iron 200 yards.
Wow.
You know, so that was back in the day. I couldn't imagine even starting a swing now.
It's weird because it's nothing about the physical activity of it. I enjoy driving the carts and all that, but I just don't. Top golf is where it is for me. I just like driving. I just like whacking the ball and doing it. I don't like hitting it all. I don't know.
I'm a competitor.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Golf is not the sport to do casually for anybody.
Right. Yeah.
If you're a competitor, you can't play golf 4 times a year. You just it's your mind is gonna go, you suck, and then it messes with you. So I just left it alone, and then my body said, you can't do that anymore. So stop.
It's done.
Yeah.
Well, I had a good time driving around with Pete, and we were on the course, and we hung out with the Fuse guys, and they golfed pretty well, and they did pretty good. And and then after about 9 holes, we were like, all right, ciao. I got to go to volleyball, and then I got Saigon kick.
Pete's always fun.
Pete is definitely fun. Pete sold 3 cars while we were there.
So yeah,
on the cruise, I saw Pete do something. Remember Tyson Fury got up after he got knocked down that time?
Yeah. yeah.
Pete was turned, and 4 hot girls got to the bar, and Pete looked up, and he turned around, and I go, you're a monster. And he jumps up, and he runs to the bar.
Yep.
He's like, I go, look at him.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
It's unbelievable. I told him, I told Paulie D this weekend, Dr. D, I said, Pete's to the point now where he can turn any girl to where I didn't normally care about leaving him alone with my wife anymore. Now I don't want him alone with my wife. Because there's girls that Pete was like, oh, she's hot. And I'm like, you have no chance at that. And then he gets it. And I'm like, you have a chance at everything.
You told me a couple of girls, and I'm like,
yes.
In my head, I'm thinking, at no time did I ever think I had a chance with this girl, and Pete's head hitting it.
Yeah,
good for Pete.
And let me tell you this: this is the number one thing that people put up on Instagram or social media, or whatever. If I put a picture up of Pete with 4 girls. Now, granted, those 4 hot girls happen to be Galvin's wife and her friends that were all there with their husbands. Mm-hmm. But it was just a picture of him in the pool with her. And some guy wrote, "That's what happens when you have money." 2 things: one, that you're saying is that the girls are whores. And then, that's truth.
You're not wrong.
And the other thing I can tell you is, Pete, my friend Pete, who I lived with and have been friends with for 30 years, I can't tell you one girl that he's ever bought a goddamn thing for that he wasn't having a long-term relationship with.
It's not money.
It's not money.
But it is money. But it is money. Okay, let me explain it to you, right? When you have money, my boy that said swag, that's not real swag. You don't have to say swag.
Right.
Swag is, innate. When you, because I used to not have money.
Yeah.
Then I had money.
Yeah.
I was the same, but the outer crust was different. Pete's outer crust.
But you also had something else. You were a professional athlete. You didn't just have money. You were a celebrity. You were a professional athlete.
But I was a Division I football player. I left school.
Yeah.
As a broke joke, and the same girls I tried to talk to. When I went back after I played my rookie year in the NFL with a gold chain and a Pathfinder.
But you think it's a gold chain or you think it's the rookie NFL? I think you get more from being in the NFL.
I think it's both. I think I carried myself differently. I wasn't pursuing you. Now you were pursuing me.
Right.
That's the sexiest thing in the world.
That's the other thing, though, is you had more confidence when you went back.
100%.
Yeah.
It used to be like, hey, man, you want to go hang out with me? Mm-hmm. No, and then I was like sitting in the corner buying everybody drinks.
Right.
Like, look at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
But Pete's always been that way. Pete just happens to have money now.
That is true.
Right.
That's what I mean? That's why I'm defending Pete, because even when Pete was poor, he was still doing this.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I love when people said it about Amanda. I'm like, if you guys only knew the car with T-tops that I had when I met Amanda, it was fantastic.
Also, Pete now is in circles with hotter girls. So, like he was doing it before, whatever. He just happens to be in circles with hotter girls now, and now he's still doing it.
Yeah.
I think I'm a good judge of character when I look at people. I can read the room. And I joked with you one time, I don't know if it was on Instagram, about outkicking your coverage, okay?
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
That's a different thing to say.
I understand. Okay? And here's me reading you. right away I could see it bothered you. Okay, and here's why. Just the way you came back at me, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Okay, and then I was trying to think of why is he so sensitive about that. Let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever said to you, well spoken?
I'm well spoken. No,
I hear it all the time.
Right,
That's a
because
trigger. That's a
I know
trigger.
exactly.
That's a trigger for me.
Yeah.
Unlike the rest of you colored.
Yeah,
Right.
But nobody's ever said I outkicked my coverage.
Right.
So that doesn't bother me. So when you keep hearing something, you're like, like people say, you're well spoken. I'm like, oh, you mean for a college graduate?
Yeah, right, exactly. It doesn't. I am not offended, but when you say to me,
you're allowed to be.
But also, I understand how hot my wife is, and I understand that in normal circumstances, I should not get her. I know that.
What normal circumstances? You started off with normal circumstances.
Right, but what I'm saying is the normal circumstances that no, all right, maybe not normal circumstances. The odds of me getting her
I'm okay
are
with
not
that.
in my
I'm okay
favor,
with that one.
Okay, and it just so happened that my wife, who's not a whore and not based on money or anything like that, liked something about me. And when I met her, she had a boyfriend and waited till they broke up before she called me again.
Sure.
She did not. It wasn't like I was sending her flowers and jewelry trying to woo her over here. It took me years before I could buy that girl. I think you should see the first engagement ring she had compared to the one she has now. She has earned that by
It
putting
doesn't
her time
sound
in.
like she needs a lot.
Doesn't know.
She really doesn't.
No.
My ex was like that. She like you need more than her.
Oh, 100%.
Way more.
I'm wasting way more money in this house than she is. Yeah.
She's like, stop.
Yeah. And so it also says to me a lot about like when somebody says to me on social media, yeah, of course she's with you for your money. I don't care because I know that she's been with me since I lived with Pete and I was dirt poor. But I also take a look at their wife, and when I see that they have an ugly wife, and I go, oh, that's your way of justifying why you have an ugly wife. Well, I'm not as rich as he is. Well, okay. Well, I'm not as rich as you think I am either, but I happen to have a very pretty wife who takes care of herself.
People also say, well, he probably has a big penis. And I'm thinking, so you think he just whipped it out beforehand?
Right.
Look at this thing.
How do they know?
Like, I mean,
right.
That's an after thing.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah. And yeah, that is one of the. I love that, and people say that about people all the time, and I'm like, I don't know any girl. It's like, yeah, no, I'm with him because he's got a big wang.
And listen, every girl is different, okay? And for yourself or for myself, there's a big difference between me and Pap, okay?
Yeah.
But I could think we could both be very masculine and be appealing, okay?
Yeah,
So
correct.
obviously Pap's girl, who I bonded with very nicely on the cruise,
she's cool.
She's looking for something different than my girl's looking
Right.
for.
She may not be into you. That doesn't mean that you're not.
That's exactly because none of us look that great except for Gio.
Yeah, except Gio. All the girls love Gio.
He's just so ridiculously handsome that
which bugs me.
You can't really fight it.
Absolutely bugs me.
You can't fight it.
Oh, well, I'm glad we've established that.
Yeah, well, it's all good.
We got to take a break. I'll tell you what, if you'd like to call the show and be a part of it, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. And then we got another $1,000 to give you before the show is over today at 10 o'clock. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. And no, he's got to launch a new tour this weekend. And they say it is awful. Not just his singing. He did Little Dreamer, the name of the song, and he did Ice Cream Man, and he did a bunch of Van Halen songs. But he did Little Dreamer and Ice Cream Man for the first time in a long time. And he did New York State of Mind by Billy Joel. Where the hell is that coming? That's a song that you need to be able to sing sing that song.
Yeah.
And that guy can't sing.
No, and he his last tour that he was out on, and people are like, "You going?" I go, "No." I don't want to be disappointed. Like I saw David Lee Roth with Van Halen last time they came through, and they reunited, and they had put the new album out and stuff.
Yeah.
And even then, it was.
Yeah,
the music was great, and he was, up there ski bopping around and doing his stuff, and you're like, yeah,
ski bopping,
whatever. But yeah, it's getting to the point. Some of these people have to let them know. Go, hey man,
It's
you got to
sad,
stop.
though. It's a little bit sad
Because you're kind of ruining your legacy.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's easy to say don't do it. And I hear you guys talking about like boxers sometimes. Your money runs out. And if somebody says, I will give you $40 million to go in and make an ass of yourself, I'll go in.
Your money runs out, and especially with boxers. Boxers are notorious for coming out of retirement. You're the greatest in the world with nobody else. It's just you.
Right.
You're that person in the ring. You're the greatest ever to do it. You're number one. You're heavyweight champion of the world. And then you retire and it's gone.
Everything's gone.
It's gone. You're not there anymore.
Nope.
And then they constantly asking you, could you beat this guy? Could you? Well, in my day, da 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 da, and then you try and come back and do it.
Speaking of, I saw both those guys this weekend, fighters, Winky Wright and Antonio Tarver.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to have both those guys here in the area.
We have a lot more than that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We got Jeff Lacey.
Jeff
we
Lacey
have
was great.
Keith Thurman.
Yep.
Keith Thurman, that was a tough one. I watched Keith Thurman's first 6 fights.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So did we.
at the a la carte pavilion.
Mhm.
And I remember people going,
Oh, you mean his first real 6 fights?
his first 6 fights. I was part of Starfight production. And I remember saying to people, this guy's different. And they're like, oh, no, wait till he fights the next guy. I go, okay.
Yeah.
And the next guy comes up, tap, 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 tap.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Like, and
Since he was a kid.
he was, Keith was a bad dude from back in the day. Bad.
I told this story before. But we used to work out with Keith, and I'd punch that heavy bag, and I'm like, I'm strong. And then I watched Keith Thurman punch it at 16 years old, and the bag would go like this.
The speed of it.
Speed, but I mean the way he. I mean, I'd hit that bag, and I'd feel like I'd put my whole shoulder into it. Keith would hit it, and the bag would just bend in a way I never saw before. And I went,
on the chain.
Yeah. Like that's what you're supposed to do.
They're coming from the
thunder.
hips.
It sounded like thunder was in the building.
Yeah.
By the way, I wish I was here a little bit earlier because of all those fights at the a la carte
stuff was
pavilion.
good, yeah.
And by the way, anybody, if you're doing any kind of boxing or mixed martial arts or anything like that, I want to do ring announcing. I love doing that, and I love doing the punch out, and I love doing that stuff. And I used to do it all the time. I used to do it every week because we would do amateur fighting up in Destin, and I would do that. I love doing that.
Yeah. Medicine Man, what did you think of the Foreigner show?
It was a great show. Saturday night, Night Ranger with that drum solo was awesome. With all the members come in the band and hit the drums.
It was pretty cool. They did a drum solo where
It
the
was
drummers.
very cool. I videoed that scene, and I was there the night before getting stoned at the Goose concert too.
Nice.
What is Goose?
They're a
Goose is sort of like a jam band. They got a lot of that Grateful Dead overtones with the guitars,
Yeah, gross.
and they sound awesome.
All right.
They're very fantastic.
Well, we
this
missed
band. They're from Connecticut.
We missed you at Saigon Kick.
I was walking around the streets before that too, around the pizza place, getting a slice of pizza, and run to a lot of people. I was inside the downtown lounge.
All right, that's all I could take today. Mike Calta show. Good morning. All right.
It was pretty cool. Night Ranger, the drummer started doing a drum solo, and then all the other guys from the band went over and all grabbed sticks and started playing and doing stuff. Yeah, it was cool. It was
That's good. That was fun. I enjoyed this weekend. I had a lot done this weekend. I feel like it's good, and I think that I need to go out and do a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I've told you. You're like, I don't know how you do this or do that, whatever. It's never as big of a hassle as you think it's going to be.
This is very true. Saturday, 3 times I canceled on myself on Saigon Kick in my head. 3 times during the day, I was like, I don't know.
And then you go and you realize it was a great time, and you're happy that you went.
I was very happy.
I was not feeling very well in the afternoon. I was just kind of running down and stuff. And I asked my wife, I go, how set are you on going? She was like, I really want to go. And Coco's going and da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, And then I wound up feeling a little bit better and going. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad that I went.
You had me at Coco.
How old is Coco?
Coco, I don't know.
Nobody knows Coco's age.
I mean, she sounds appealing.
She's very appealing. She's adorable.
You would love
she
Coco.
dresses great. She's, she's fashion forward, but she's an enigma.
How's she smell?
She smells good. Yeah.
That's Coco.
Okay.
Coco looks like she's famous.
Oh, she is famous.
Yeah.
Well, look at those boots. The famous boots.
Let me see the Coco for you.
Unbelievable boots. Very fashionable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got brewing?
Who,
you got a girl?
Who, me?
So you got a couple of side
I
pieces?
don't do like stuff.
I feel like you don't talk about it. I feel like you
That
do
one,
it. You don't
that
talk
one,
about
yep,
it.
yep. Mm-hmm.
I just
Secret
want,
squirrel.
I didn't know, I didn't need to know who. I just need to know what.
No, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I here's what I want to know. I want to know the ones that I know.
I don't rock like that.
You don't?
I don't.
Not that I
don't
that
really
I know. Not that I've been with or anything.
No, I understand that. And like once I was married for 23 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really frolic around here.
Right, I understand.
So, and the second that I got divorced, I literally made a list of girls that I could not mess with.
Yeah.
And it was a long list. JoJo was on the list.
Yeah.
So there's literally. So
Yeah.
there's a list of people I can't mess with. You don't. If I mess with a girl on the radio station, at the cafe, it's
Yep.
on me. I can't. in my
Cafe,
neighborhood.
I can
In my
see would be a
neighborhood.
problem. Oh, here you
No,
go. You're a little crazy.
no, but then they're on you, dude. No,
Yeah.
no.
If I was single, there'd be nothing better than banging one of my neighbors.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, I'm married. And I'm thinking about banging a couple of my neighbors.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm just kidding. But it would
But
be
then,
so
then
convenient.
they're watching out the blinds every
Yeah,
day for
yeah,
every
that's
girl
right.
you run through here with.
Yeah, who was that?
Yeah, right.
Who was that?
Yeah, you don't go to the bathroom where you eat.
Yeah, I know.
Tell that bitch not to park in front of my house.
I don't know. There's things I think about. JoJo's off the list. Huh?
Yeah, I didn't like it. Not my JoJo anyway. the other one I didn't like it.
Yeah. I got you. All right. And we got a good week of shows coming up, I think, right? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, Dom will join us on the program. I feel like we had something else planned for this week that I forgot about. Is it something on Friday? I don't know. Maybe we don't have a good week of shows. But I knew we do have $1,000 to give you 5 times a day. And the next one is happening in approximately 11 minutes. We will give away $1,000 with the Bone Bonus keyword. If you have not, all you need to do is download the app. And then when we give you the keyword, you put it in the app and boom, $1,000 coming your way.
Nice.
What do we have this weekend? Is something this weekend?
We do have the Rays game on Wednesday if you're going to go. Are you thinking about going or no? By the way, Caminero, another home run the other day.
Calvin, I am not going, but it's not because I'm not a Rays fan. I'm trying to be the new guy this year. I am looking to raise up. There you go.
Yeah.
It feels uncomfortable saying that.
It doesn't sound right coming out of
I
your
know
mouth.
what I have Friday. That's what it's on my mind. I knew there was something coming up this week. I have a stress test.
Oh,
boy.
You know-
Not as exciting as last weekend.
You know what else is happening? Bare knuckle fighting over at OCC.
When is that?
That is
Saturday?
No, that's Friday, I believe, right?
Friday?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Maybe I'd like to do that.
You gotta let me know.
All right.
Let me know. Yeah, it's Friday, 7:00. Yeah, by the way, if you've not been over there, if you've not seen bare knuckle fighting, it is unbelievable. It's great. So much action. Rarely goes to the cards. It's usually a knockout.
Barbaric.
And OCC is great. OCC has great food. It's a cool atmosphere. It's a nice place.
All right. That's happening on Friday night. Bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.